How does it sound? Hello. How's the audio sound for the one person watching? I'll assume it sounds good if you're not going to say anything. I'm just doing a test. I've never done a live stream before. Oh, it sounds good. Okay, fantastic. Hi. I don't know what this stream is. I've never done it before, so I'm just kind of improvising, seeing how it works. Probably delete it unless it's really good, which I don't know if it will be or not. So, got any questions for me? Oh, there's a couple of you now. Hi, hello. Guys, got any questions? I'll be happy to answer any of them, most of them, depending on what it is, of course. Like, hi there. Welcome to this impromptu stream. I don't really know what I'm doing here. I didn't plan anything. I was just doing a little test. Maybe I'll answer some people's questions. Pardon my thumb for a second. There's a hair on the lens. Yeah, anything about the show, anything about characters, my personal opinions. Yeah, feel free to ask, and I'm willing to talk about it. Since I haven't done a Q&A in a long time. Not since like I don't know if it was the 5-year anniversary we did a Q&A, but that wasn't live. That was just filmed on the spot. So I had a chance to edit it and fix it and post. Yeah, I don't have the equipment to like have like multiple screens going on the screen at the moment. I would probably the next time I do an actual live stream, I probably just be watching old episodes of the Bridge series and cringing at it. A lot has changed since I started. Oh, you talking about Yashahime? Yeah, I've seen Yashahime. There are things about it I like, and there are things about it I don't necessarily like. I feel that it's weird. I feel like it's complicated. I feel like Moroha should have been the main character. To be honest, I don't know. I just feel like Toa getting sad about her sister all the time got old real quick, and I really like the villains in it are really interesting. The names I'm still kind of trying to remember what they are. The stuff with like the Grim Butterfly and all that are really cool concepts. I don't know if that answers your questions or not, but it's just kind of ridiculous that Inuyasha and Kagome are just kind of like put off to the side for like most of the series. I think that's really dumb. Like Shishomaru really should have just try to have a conversation with his brother rather than just be like, oh, they're gonna cause problems. Shove, you're gonna hang out in this void of my dad's grave for a while. Bye. Yeah. Yashihime's got his problems, but it's got some good moments too. Yes, see, Soulless gets it. Yeah. As to whether or not I'll bridge it, I'm not 100% sure yet. I don't know if I can really add anything to what I'm already established for the abridged series, but maybe I'll do like a joke video idea. I don't know yet. I feel like I'll do something with it eventually, either use clips from it or create a full blown thing. Any other questions? Solus, do you have a question? No, Inuyasha Bridgman's still going on. It just I'm a grown ass man with a grown ass job, so I don't really have a lot of free time as much as I did in my early 20s to make the stuff. So I usually end up making like one episode a year or something like that, which is I'm not really happy that it takes that long because like first season took like one year I put out 8 episodes. And then when I hit episode 13, my production value and well, not my value, my production speed got lowered. So I know it's gotten harder to like get more out at a time, especially since now I'm trying to make the quality better and I don't want to just like rush everything. Like if you watch some of those early episodes, the sound design is really bad and I just rushed it. Like there's a shot in like episode 6 where the guy lowers his axe and there's no sound effect. It's really bad. So yeah. Let's see other questions. Into the Black Pearl you go. Bye. The Kome and Nyasha question. I mean, in the original anime, yeah, I think they go together. But like in my version, I don't know yet what I want to do with that. I'm not entirely sure yet. Or even if I did, I'm gonna kind of keep it. I don't want to spoil anything for you, so I'll keep hush on that. But in the original series, yeah, they belong together. Yeah, thank you. It's a little nerve wracking doing stuff live. I'm not used to doing stuff like in front of an audience. I much prefer to like make something and then put it out. So when it's a completed project and I know that I'm satisfied with it, right? And like we don't even get to see Koga at all. Like what the heck? Like Koga was an important character, and like I don't know why they just kind of didn't talk about him at all. Another thing that bothered me was Shippo. Like I was really hoping for adult, more competent Shippo. Like he's a little bit more competent in the show. Sure, he's able to do that transportation, like a top thing he does or whatever. But like enough time has passed. You think he would, know a little bit more. I just want more for my, for Shippo. All right, we got a good chunk of you on here. This is fascinating. I hope you're all entertained. I'm doing the best I can here. Got a dip. All right, good to see you on here, Solus. Trying to think anything else about Yashahime or anything else in particular. Yeah, I guess he likes his small self better, but like it's just more of a personal preference. I just wanted to see like older, cooler Shippo to do cool things. Just I don't know. I just felt like it was a missed opportunity. Just cleaning off my screen. It's dirty. Another. How many of you have actually like seen Yashahime? I don't want to like get into spoiler territory. I don't want to actually spoil it for you. It's possible Koga as a child. I'm trying to imagine that. It just sounds like comedy gold. I'll just imagine a little Koga with an Australian accent. Okay, you've seen it. Yeah, just I don't know if they make more. It feels like it's an ending right now. Like they could possibly make more, but I'm indifferent to whether or not I want more from Yashahime. Like I contend if this was the end. Yeah, I suppose I've said some things. I'm really bad at spoilers. Yeah, I just don't like what they did with what's his name? I struggle with names in Yasha. Um, the guy that was originally the main villain's horn, that hangs out with Toa and them. Like I can't remember his name. Like what happens to him and how he just comes back is like really rushed. Like how they explain that, I'm just like, what? That doesn't make any sense. Yes, Riku. Thank you. Yes. Like I don't know. Spoiler alert. If you don't want me to talk about here Yashihime spoilers, you can leave now. But Riku gets killed at the end, but then just comes back inexplicably, and they don't explain it very well, in my opinion. I don't know. I just thought it was weird. I don't know. Maybe the show is just afraid of killing off a main character. Other than that, I'm trying to think of other Yashihime things. It's been a while. Like I've been watching over the course of however long it's been coming out. I binge watch them like in a row. I don't sit and like wait every Saturday and watch them. I'll be like, okay, it's been a couple weeks. I should probably watch the next episode. If ever you are on here, and I'm just making this up as I go along. Okay, a question for. Okay, I should probably try to ask you guys questions too. That could possibly be it. I forgot about that actually. All right, I'll have to. Maybe I should rewatch it again, and maybe, yeah. Because if I do eventually bridge it, maybe I'll try to write it in a better way than they did. But yeah, I should probably ask you guys some questions too. Like, how long have you guys been watching this channel for? What's your favorite episode? Something like that. My personal favorite used to be episode 12, the one with that Inuyasha and Naraku interact for the first time. But I think now episode 26, the most recent one, is my favorite. Episode 26 was a lot of work and a lot of soul was put into it, and I really like how it turned out. Yeah. Like whenever I work on an episode, I don't know if I told you guys this yet, but whenever I work on an episode, I kind of get sick of it as I'm working on it because I'm looking at it every day, and I'm just sick of these jokes. I'm sick of these impressions I'm doing or whatever. And when I'm done with it, I'm done with it. But then like I put it out, and you guys give me such positive feedback, and I'm just like, all right, yeah, it is good. I'm just sick of it. But with episode 26, I enjoyed it the entire time. And I'm like, wow, I think this is actually just like a really quality episode. Oh, episode 13? Yeah, that was a lot of fun. The editing's a little rough on that one, but yeah, I definitely did have a lot of fun doing all the sound effects and stuff. I've been toying with the idea of possibly just redoing an episode with like with standard sound effects and also keeping the original one to like not, just put it away. But yeah, I would like to do more Foley stuff eventually. My goal is to kind of do like an interesting episode per season. Like season 1 was the Foley episode, and then season 2 was episode 26 with the VHS effects and stuff. Move my chair a little bit. Adjust the camera. My least favorite episode, which I'm working on right now, is episode 5. Episode 5 was really rushed when I was in college, and it was just all references, and it wasn't jokes. So I don't know. I just didn't like it, which is why I'm fixing it now, and it's a lot better. My sound effects editor is working on it right now. She's doing good work. So I'm really excited for it to come out, and I have a version of the episode I can enjoy. Oh, the voice change to Shomaru? That would have been, I think that was episode 17. Don't quote me on that. I haven't sat down and watched all my stuff in a row in a long time, but I think it's 17, where like you finally hear him talk in his normal voice. Quiet, old man. The terms were for you to give me the sword, and I can't remember the rest of the line, but yeah, that's a really cool moment. Yeah, so Shomaru, like, originally I wasn't gonna do anything with his voice change. Like, I was literally just gonna stick to him just having the goofy voice the whole time, but a couple of you were kind of upset, and I'm just like, I have a way to kind of like change it without like completely just changing it, and also it's a really neat idea that like he changes his voice to not scare or arouse people. you know? Yeah. I really liked my friend's work for Shishomaru in the most recent episode. Like, I think that was like one of the coolest moments. Like when Shishomaru, you know, attacks Inuyasha in his demon form. He says, "For the sake of others and yourself, kneel." I'm just like, oh, that's so cool. It's like I think I peaked. I peaked right here. I don't know. There may be the other moments for to peak and abridging. The conditions for you to make me bring the sixth tiger and make me a better sword. They're non-negotiable. That is correct. I'm assuming you probably have that up in a tab right now uh, to double check, and I appreciate that. Thank you. Yes. The oh, you didn't? Oh, you just have from memory. Fantastic. That's kind of cool that people can memorize my stuff. One of the neat things is that I kind of became friends with somebody that watched not my Inuyasha stuff, but I did like a Soul Eater one shot way back, like after the first year of doing this. It's I think the first couple episodes are still on this channel, but whatever reason, like they won't let me upload anymore. Like the companies that own Soul Eater are very against people doing parodies of it or something. So I've been uploading it to my Facebook group for Inuyasha. So if you guys ever want to watch them, they're up there. They're really good. They're decent. Like it starts off okay, then it gets better. Kind of like how this show is. Hey, look, and it's Legend Dubs. He's here. This is the guy that's been doing my lip flaps for the last couple of episodes. He's been really helping me out. And he's also going to be doing some voices in the future for the channel as well. Everyone say hi to Legend Dubs. He makes his own abridged content as well. It's very good. And I can understand Kingdom Hearts without getting a headache. It's funny that you say that. I was just talking to somebody that was watching YouTube about people trying to explain the plot of Kingdom Hearts. Small World. Big fan of Shishomaru. I really like what I've done for his character a lot. He's just this big older brother that just kind of does everything wrong. He's just got a goofy voice. Hello, I'm Shishomaru. I'm not the voice of him, but I do a pretty okay impression of his goofy voice. I can't really do his serious voice very well. Hey, no problem, Legend. Anytime. Thanks for popping on. Yeah, for everyone new that's jumped on, I feel free to ask me questions. I'm gonna try to ask you guys questions too, like what's your favorite episode, favorite character, favorite moment or quote. Jockin's fantastic too. I think it was my friend Trailer who voices both Jockin and Shippo came up with the voice for Jockin. He does a really good impression. He's doing an Apu impression from The Simpsons. Yeah, I like Jockin. I want to do more with this character as well. It's like now you're thinking with portals. He does it better than me, but just kind of neat. I'm also trying to be very careful what I say on here because sometimes I just let my mouth run and I end up saying something I regret. So I'm just being very cautious. That's like everyone in real life, really. We all try to say the right thing and try not to mess it up. One of my favorite characters to voice is Kikyo. Completely off topic. You'll notice I'm going to change topics randomly because that's how my mind goes. Favorite moments, episode 10, with the running of the spoils of groping. Yeah, that's a very Moroku thing. Moroku is a fun character to write as well. I really liked what I did with him with the Christmas special. My brother's been playing Moroku for a long time. He does good work, especially just like all the old weird noises he makes Moroku do. And yeah, getting fitty in the ditty. Like, what does that even mean? Nobody knows. The season 2 finale? Yeah, me too. Season 2 finale is gonna be awesome. I don't know if you guys know this, but I've had the scripts for like the last few episodes just sitting on my computer for the last several years as I was working my way up to the episodes, like actually releasing them. So like they've been sitting for a while, but this one has been sitting on my computer since like I want to say 2018, and I wrote it with my friend Christian, and I think it's really funny. I think it's very quotable, and I'm really excited to put it out. It's the episode where Inuyasha's gonna fight the dragon that killed his father, Ryokutse. I think it's how you pronounce it. I'm not entirely sure, but it's gonna be really fun. I can't wait to release that one. Yes, the Christmas special. The I don't remember. Was it the Christmas and Holiday Extravaganza special? I don't remember. I gave it a really ridiculously long name. Let's see if I can. I'm gonna open it up on my end and see what did I write it as. Oh, I didn't write the whole thing out on the title. I just wrote the Christmas special, the Christmas Holiday Extravaganza special, or something to that effect. That's what I wrote. Jeremy. Yeah, I saw that clip of Merkel getting peed on, and I'm like, I gotta use this for something. This is really funny. It's like one of the only times we see someone get urine on in an anime. So yeah. Yeah, Christmas special was fun to write. I wrote that one by myself. And honestly, like anytime I have to write something that's very meta, I have a really easy time writing it. Like Moroku being able to see beyond the fourth wall and having his plot points. Yeah, he's a very more aware character than others about what's going on. The Sango is clearly not. She's like one of the few characters that doesn't really know that she's in a show, that they're fictional beings. But yeah, Jeremy. And that's actually one of the first times my sound effects editor voiced something for that as well. She does voices too. She voiced the Ice Queen in that. Oh, Rumiko, why was I created only to be destroyed? Why am I so mediocre? The idea of a minor character trying to break through and cause a stir because their existence is there and then it's not, they're not there anymore. No. I also have a hard time explaining stuff as well. So if you guys need me to elaborate on things, let me know. Any questions? Anyone? Bueller? Ah, yes, Human and Full Demon Inuyasha. Episode 8 was when Human Inuyasha first showed up. I'm just saying English words, hoping it works. Inuyasha human version is very, like more soft spoken, quieter, more heroic, more like let's take on this task, let's do this for our friends and stuff. And just the whole earthquake joke. I don't know if any of you remember this. The part where they're like, it's supposed to be this tender moment in the original series where like he's laying down, he's like hurt or whatever, and she's like taking a damp cloth and like dabbing his forehead, and they have this like great moment in the anime series. My version is just, hey Kagome, yeah, what is it? Earthquake, and it just cuts to the earthquake. Thank you, you're welcome. And then Full Demon Inuyasha was really, really fun to do. Just being this aggressive, evil demon, then adding the effects to my voice to make it sound scary. Cause the demon blood that runs through my veins thirsts for your suffering, and it'll only be quenched with your death. And smiles and grins in Japanese. I love that joke. That I saw a couple of comments on that video, and I'm just like, I'm good. It's a good joke. I really like it. What's up? Oh, Soul Boy Productions, another friend of mine. Check out his stuff. He hasn't done any voice. Yeah, he haven't had you do any voices yet, too. I don't think, right? No, I don't think I have. I'll have to get you in on that. My friend Soy Boy here does a lot of stuff for me for my live action stuff. He's helped a lot with the video game review show, Wingman Crew review, over on my Kowski 2.0 channel. If you guys want to watch some gaming content, it's over there. It's not safe for work half the time because I get around the wrong people and I just say awful things. That's how it is. Okay. Favorite villain from the source material. Banda 7 is really interesting. And obviously Naraku is one of my favorite characters. His voice is really cool. Like I like Naraku in the original series, just very like, Inuyasha, my plans are going. I can't imitate it. It's too good. Paul Dobson, I believe, is the voice actor's name. He's really good. I can't top it. And our version of Naraku, I like my friend Owen. He does all the voices for Naraku, and he does good work. And I really enjoy writing for him. It's like him, Naraku, Sesshomaru, Kaede, Kikyo. Those are like my favorite characters to write for because it's goofy, silly, stupid dialogue. Favorite villains from the source material? It's a good question. Thanks, Legend. I'm trying to think of other things to talk about. I have a tendency to talk about things and then forget I talked about them, or think I already talked about it and haven't brought it up. Gotcha, fam. All right, thanks. Band of Seven, I'd have to rewatch it, and it's been a while since I watched it. I literally, to be honest with you guys, I've only ever watched the whole anime all the way through once, and I just remember pretty well, and I've just been like, obviously, as I go into new episodes or write new episodes, I rewatch the episode and like try to make it work to the original and also my version. Actually sent an ask question. Yeah, question. You did. Thank you. If any of you are watching, please ask questions in the Kaede Countdown videos, because then I can respond to them as Kaede. I had a little bit of a hard time for the second episode because not a lot of you asked as many questions, so I had to like do a little bit of scouring and in different videos to find a question. Like the question about Yashahime abridgment was from the Christmas episode, I believe, and I put it there. But yes, Kaede would love to answer your questions. Whether or not she'll do it in a polite way is up. I don't know. Maybe. Yeah, Kaede is one of my favorite characters. It's weird because like I was able to just do it right now perfectly, but whenever it comes time to record Kaede, I just struggle to get it right. I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's just I don't know. But yeah, Kaede is one of my favorite characters to voice. And for those of you who haven't watched the To Voices of Dan video, an old video, I voice Inuyasha, Miyoga, Kaede, Kikyo. I'm trying to think if there's another. I know I've voiced a bunch of other miscellaneous characters, but I'm trying to think if there's another minor character that I've or major character that I've voiced. Yes, Kaede is freaking great. Thank you. I do my best working in this live action void where I answer your questions and interview people that cause me problems. That's why I eat happy pills. They're really good, even though I don't remember much afterwards. Yeah, the channel just broke through to 5,000 subscribers recently, which has been great. It's been stuck in like the 4,000 range since like 2015, 2014. I can't remember. Inspiration. That is a very good question. Thanks, Legend, again. Sorry, let me adjust here. My legs are falling asleep. Inspiration, like Freakazoid, I believe, is a really big inspiration to how I write stuff. It's very goofy. I've obviously thrown a lot of Freakazoid references in there, and just obviously just shows and movies I've watched growing up. I'll make homage to like those things in my episodes with one-liners or how it's just basically just movies and music. Like Queen is definitely a big inspiration. You've probably noticed there's been a lot of like Queen references in all of my episodes. My goal is to like insert a Queen song reference in every episode or reference every song that Queen's ever made. Yes, Freakazoid is a deep cut. It's fantastic. My favorite episode is episode 2 with Candlejack. Oh wait, I'm not supposed to say his name, but yeah, just it's a really funny show, and like I missed it as a kid. I knew it was there, but I was just like, whatever. But as an adult in college, I was like, this is really funny, and it just cuts to live action for no reason, which has obviously been inspiration because it'll just cut to me for no reason. I've been recently pulling inspiration for Legend of Vox Machina. That's a really good show. However, I've only watched the first 3 episodes, so don't spoil anything. I don't have Amazon Prime. We did like a viewing party at a friend's house, and we watched like the first 3 episodes. I'm like, this is a really good show. Don't Stop Me Now. Yeah, literally, first episode was Don't Stop Me Now. That's like one of my favorite songs of theirs. Having such a good time, having a ball. It's like oh, it's Inuyasha. All your Jewish shards are belong to us. That's literally the first line Inuyasha says, which is a terrible line. It's fun, but it's still as from a writing perspective, it's terrible. Like why? I've changed a lot as like a writer and like a creator since college. I kind of just did whatever I wanted without like thinking whether or not it's gonna work down the line. When I was younger, but now I'm like very much like, okay, how's this gonna work? I won't spoil, but it gets better with every episode. Highly recommend. I think it has 100% on Rotten Tomatoes. Wow, that's impressive. It's hard to get a percentage like that. Butterwater. Okay, so to bring up the deep cuts, you're putting the spotlight on me here too. So there was a pilot thing I made years ago in like 2015. It didn't do very well. I didn't write it very well. That we were doing kind of like a sitcom comedy horror show, eldritch horror show, and it's called Butterwater because it's a ridiculous name and that'll get people's attention. And the first episode is about if you fall asleep, you'll explode, and it's really dumb. It's a really dumb project, but I want to do more of it. But to answer your question, soy boy, Michael is technically the guy that owns that, so I have to like ask him some questions of whether or not I can do stuff. Like we wrote a script together, and I just don't want to take his project away from him because it's his ideas and stuff. Like I would love to do another episode. We wrote an episode 2, but like I would like to recast a lot of people. Like I don't want to be in it. I just want to be behind the camera for this one. I want to get other people to play our characters, and then maybe do a remake of the original pilot. But yeah, I don't know when the next Butterwater episode will be out. I'll have to send you a script, soy boy, for the next Butterwater. It's really good. It's about like there's like a contest in town where like everyone's got to throw a party at their house, like no exception, and like they're trying to throw like the most awesome party at this place, and everything's just going wrong. Yeah, if you look up the Butterwater show, you'll find it. It's absolutely terrible, but I had fun making. There's good moments in it. Like the burger bit is my favorite part. Yeah. Uh, Behind the scenes, producing live action. That's a hard question. Honestly, my production value is very low. I basically just have a camera and like people with like props. I use a lot of props. I don't have anything with like audio or I sometimes have lighting. Soy Boy actually has provided a lot of lighting, and he does a lot of the camera work sometimes. But behind the scenes, I guess it's just the bloopers. To be honest with you, when there's too many bloopers, it gets annoying. But like I like it when like we just improvise with each other and just goof around and have a good time. Like I use my like video experiences to like also be a good like bonding experience with friends. And just coming up with the ideas in general, like writing the scripts with people is fun as well. Speaking of live action, I'm trying to think if there's anything else live action I can bring up. How many of you have actually seen my live action stuff? That's a good question. Is there a favorite blooper for live action? Oh, I don't know. That's a question I've never even considered. I don't know. I don't know what my favorite blooper is. I'd have to like go through the blooper reels because I save all of them because if it's funny, I save it. Oh, each one has its own merit. Yeah, I don't know how to answer your question, Star Studios, in that one. I'd have to sit and go through all my bloopers and find out. It's been a while since I've looked through all of them. But there is a lot of bloopers, a lot of goofing around. I think there's a good one that okay, this isn't my favorite, but this one's a fun one. There's a bit I like to do called water mouth, where like I'll just put a glass of water in my mouth, and then like I open my mouth and like grin like an idiot, and the water just comes out. That gets like some really good reactions from people. That that video in particular is called Bunny Cops on my Golden Bomb Studios channel. That's where most of my live action content is. Bunny Cops on Golden Bomb Studios. It's really good. It's probably one of the best live action things I've ever made. And it was completely improvised as well. Like, yeah, we talked about Bunny Cops. Yeah, you can't just type Bunny Cops when you look for it though. For whatever reason, it always just shows Zootopia videos. So like, you have to type Golden Bomb Studios as well. I'll type it right here. where most of my live action stuff is. It's the stuff I consider to be good, like the quality stuff. There's another channel. There's other channels with other stuff I do that I don't consider to be good. This is a good channel though. Like the Golden Bomb Studios and the Inuyasha Bridgman are like are my favorite ones. I just want my live action ones to get a little bit more notice because I can't get monetized on here, and I would love it if I can get monetized on my live action stuff. It just doesn't get a lot of traction. Usually, just my friends see it, or like some of you will see it if I post it in the Facebook group. All right. Any other questions? Is there? Yeah, I literally just saw that actually. Yeah, I'm subscribed. I've been subscribed to Tomska for a very long time since his early work. Real Man song was pretty good. I enjoyed that. I was just like, oh, they're doing the thing with the cow disguised as a man. Or sorry, he's a real man. He's not a cow. I know what you're talking about. But yeah, Tomska stuff has been fantastic. Really inspirational to some of my live action stuff as well, like the humor. I it is and it isn't. There's like I feel like with my the thing with my videography is that like for every project, I feel like there's a scene or a key moment that I think is really good, but I feel like the rest of it is okay. And that's the struggle with being I hate using the word an artist. Like I struggle like liking my own work sometimes. I was mentioning to the group earlier that like most times when I'm working on an episode and if I'm constantly like looking at it and like listening to it, I get sick of it. But like yeah, just trying to I lost my train of thought. What did you just say? So your live action stuff is definitely portfolio worthy. Yeah, there's like moments in my videos that I really like than more than the rest of the episode. Like the Butterwater show has like that burger bit in the beginning, and there's like the musical montage I really like. But there's like the rest of it's kind of like, eh, you know. There's yeah, like I definitely have portfolio worthy like shots, but I wish I just had a project that was like awesome like all the way through. You know what I mean? Like Bunny Cops, I think is the closest thing I ever got to like making something that I enjoyed it like the entire journey through. Like every scene, every line is like really funny. Yeah, live action stuff is a little bit more harder to do these days. I moved to the cities and I'm away from a lot of people now, so it's just me and maybe like if they're available, a couple group of people to like work on stuff. So I've been doing a lot of driving back to my hometown to like get things done, and it's really tiring. Anything else about Inuyasha or my live action stuff? Characters? No, a demo reel will be fantastic. I put one together like I want to say like a year or two ago. I can't remember. I put together a demo reel because I was trying to get a job at this news channel place. But like the moment I took the interview and just saw how the conditions, I'm just like, well, no, I'm not doing this because they were very behind on the camera stuff, and I'm behind already. Like my camera's from like 2012, and I'm still using it. Like there's a lot better cameras. Like most cameras now will do like that facial recognition thing, so you don't have to like change the focus every 5 seconds. My camera doesn't, so I have to change the focus every time somebody moves within the depth of field, and that's really annoying. So yeah, I have a demo reel. I feel like I'll need to update it because I've obviously made a lot more stuff since I've made it. Like there's a lot of stuff from this movie I made last year. I made like this horror film last year, and it's kind of a rough, really raunchy film. I don't recommend it for everybody, but like there's moments in there that I think are really cool. Like learned a lot in the last 4 years working on this project, and I've obviously improved. You can see there are scenes in there that are better than others. You'll be like, okay, this was shot originally, and then these are the new shots, and they look a lot better and a lot more crisp and stuff. Yeah, I feel like a lot of the things that I've worked on to this point have made me who I am today. And it's getting harder to make stuff because like I want the quality to be better. I want it to be good. How do you pick voices for the abridged series? Well, for the most part, a lot of it in the beginning started off. It's mostly just friends for the most part. Like it's people that I went to college with. Like when we first started, it was me, my friend Lindsay, my friend Justin, my brother, and like our friend Trailer. His name is yeah, we just call him Trailer. Yeah, we got together. We just picked and chose who did the voices and stuff, and it was mostly just friends because it was easier. There's been a couple of people that I've like gone online to like hire to like do the voices. Like for a while, the voice actress for Sango was this girl named Jordan, and she did the voice for a while. She's all the way in California, and yeah. Then there's been a couple of other ones. There was another voice actor who did the voice of Spike. That was I found online. There's like a voice acting group I'm a part of, and sometimes I'll post something, or people will send me a demo reel and I like it, and I'll be like, "Hey, I'll talk to you and stuff." It's just whatever. If I hear the voice and I like it, I pick it. Usually, I pick friends because it's easier. Let's see who's. I didn't read the rest of this. Two on the version. They said they called dibs. And yeah, it's kind of weird to do that because like you can call dibs, but then like it depends on whether or not you can do the voice. Like you have to be very careful about who you agree to do stuff. I had a problem with that in the beginning where I had friends that were just like, "Oh, I'm gonna do this character and I'm gonna do this." It's like I want to make sure that this show is good. We gotta just not just assume you're gonna get. Don't assume you're gonna get a role. You gotta try for it. You gotta see if you're able to do it because then it could be, it could be bad. And I did a lot of the voices in the beginning of the show because I was the only one in the group that could really do voices, which is why I voiced Kikyo, Myoga, Kaide, both young and old. Inuyasha, the demon in that first episode. But I like doing multiple voices, but I don't like just hearing myself the entire time. So that's why I try to get more people involved. Because honestly, I probably if I pushed myself a little more, I could have pulled a Yu-Gi-Oh bridge and just did all the voices from the get go. I have no idea what I made Kagome sound like, but I could have done it. But just still, it would sound too close to Kikyo, I think. And that's another reason like why Kagome's voice got higher as it went along, because like I was trying to do an impression of her character and she was listening to me and her voice got higher and higher as the show went along. Thank you very much, Dude Wov. Inuyasha is a very near and dear anime to my heart. It was one of the first animes I saw on the screen as a child before I knew what anime was. I remember like flipping through the channels and I landed on Inuyasha and it was like episode 3 and it was like the part where like their Kagome changes into like the maiden outfit and she looks a lot like Kikyo and they're like arguing and stuff. And I just saw it for a second. I'm like, that's neat. And I changed the channel. And then when I finally got into anime, I found that show and I'm like, oh, this is what this is from. And I sat down and watched it. And it took me a while to actually get around to finishing the rest of it because somebody told me it was before the final act came out. They're like, oh, Inuyasha doesn't actually end. So I kind of got discouraged to watch the rest of it. But then like once I heard about final act, I'm like, all right, I'm going to sit down and watch this thing and watch all the way through. Yes, Kagome being creepy is really fun to write too. Like, cause like we wrote that in episode 9 when she loses her soul to Kikyo, I never showed her getting her soul back. So I'm like, that'd be a really fun bit to go with. That she just doesn't get her soul back. She becomes just more deranged as the show goes along. She's like, I wish for what does she say? Like unlimited puppies? Undead puppies, like episode 14. I can't remember what the adjective for that was, but just like she gets really creepy, or like the Christmas episode where she plans to take over the show. Yes, for Legend stuff, I voice Rohan in his Diamond is Unbreakable comic dubs. Episode 6, the Thunder Brothers. Yeah, I try to make a plot. I try not to make it super, like just chaos without no reason. I think my favorite line from episode 6 is, "Hey, you want to go be insignificant villains? Sure." I love that line. I'm gonna be remaking that one as well eventually. Like the first like 8 episodes are kind of rough to me because like I was new to writing all this stuff because I never really wrote before I started making stuff. I just improvised everything. So with Inuyasha, I just kind of it was mostly just references and just really crude jokes that haven't aged very well. Like some of them, like, no, we're not saying that. We're gonna change that. So the first 6 episodes for sure are well, the first 4 have been remade already. The Reduxes are the remade episodes. Episode 5 is being worked on. 6 I'll do, and then with 7 and 8, I might just do some small edits. I won't do anything major. I won't do it from the ground up like the other ones. Like there's like a line or two I want to add or fix, or like the audio quality. Episode 9 is where I feel like the show, gains its footing. It's the first episode I wrote by myself, and it's got some really quality jokes. Improvise, adapt, overcome. Hey, it's just Shomaru. Hey, how's it going, kiddo? Yes, Legend has been working on my lip flaps. For those of you who just joined up, he's doing really good job with the lip flaps for the episodes. The Redux has been really easy to work on for me so far, because so far I've just been like, here you go, Legend. All right, cool. All right, here you go, sound effects editor, and then I'll just get them do the music and bing, bada, boom, do all the sound design, and we're on our way. We get this episode done, so I can move on to the finale, which will be very fun to do. I still have to record my lines yet. I've been putting it off because I want to make sure I do it right. Shashomaru. Bing, bang, zoom. I just read that wrong completely. Bing, bang, boom. It's good to go. Zoom. Is that from something? I feel like it sounds like it's from something, or I just said it and I forgot already. Like, I've had a lot of fun writing for Shashomaru over the years, like the Shashomaru show bit. Hey, kiddo. Oh, it's from Archer? Yeah, that's a good show, too. I haven't watched the most recent season yet. I started it, but I kind of got distracted. I have a lot going on. I do this thing where, like, I work a lot all day, and I have a chance to, like, relax when I get home, but I'm like, I need to work on something. Because, like, I have a hard time trying to, like, get into, like, just relaxing and watching a show or playing a game or something, because in the back of my head, I'm like, I got a million things I gotta work on. Oh, Dean Angel Bridge series. That sounds like fun. I highly recommend going for it. You have any questions about that, feel free. I've been doing this for 10 plus years. It's been 11 years now, I think. Right? Yeah, I think it's been 11 years. It's a Krieger line. That makes sense. Krieger's one of my favorite characters in that show. I've wanted to do a lot of like one-shot stuff too with the Bridge series. I've made a couple, but like every single one has been taken down because it's whatever it is, the anime companies don't want us putting these kind of content out here. It all depends, really. Like with Inuyasha, I barely have a hard time like getting this out. It'll give me like a copyright strike, saying, "Hey, it's blocked in this country," or like, "Hey, this using this clip," and I'll be like, "Hey, this is." I make my my claim, and then they leave me alone. So episodes downloaded. What I do is, I bought. Actually, I have it right here. One second. Well, what I originally did is I used to know somebody that had all the Inuyasha episodes like on DVD, which was obviously the quality is inferior now. Like it's like I had a program called Handbrake and like a disc player to put it in, and then with Handbrake you can rip stuff off of discs and make a digital copy, like make an MP4, whatever. But now I have Blu-rays, which is I'm thankful they finally came out with. It's been a long, like for those of you who don't know, like we've been waiting for Blu-rays for a very long time. It's been in DVD form for years, and now just like the last year or so, we've finally been getting the Blu-rays. But yeah, getting the Blu-rays. I have a Blu-ray player, external player thing. I plug it into my computer, and I use Handbrake to rip it. And then Lip Flaps is it's yes, Blu-ray footage is like godsend. It really is. It's really nice. Like with working on the Redux episode with Blu-ray rips, I'm just like, oh, this is so beautiful. I can never go back to DVDs. I can't do it. Oh, it doesn't have a disk drive. Neither does mine. I used to have one. My Mac my Mac does have a DVD CD drive, but Apple decided with an update that, hey, those don't work anymore. So I've had to like resort to getting a external drive. You can buy those online, and I have a PC. So because even my external drive for no, my external player for my Mac doesn't even work because they won't even let that work anymore. So I had to buy a PC laptop and a Blu-ray player, and then obviously Inuyasha did all that. As for lip flaps, I actually, if you go into my catalog of videos, I'd actually do like a tutorial video on lip flaps. However, I use it in Final Cut 7, so I may have to do a new one for you guys. I don't know what program do you have for editing, Star? My old Dell. All right. Yeah, I don't have a Dell. I don't know what I have. I don't remember what it's called. It was like an off-brand laptop thing. I use it for ripping Blu-rays and playing Steam. So I haven't been playing Steam much. Yeah. Do you know what? Yeah, do you have a video editing program, Star Studios? Because if you have a Mac, I highly recommend Final Cut X or Adobe Premiere. And with yes, since you're helping me with my lip syncing, we can work on that. At Photoshop, that helpful. And all those Adobe programs because of college, yes, take advantage of those because Adobe is expensive and they like to keep taking our money. So I do my best to try to not get involved in the programs that are, hey, you have to pay a subscription fee. I think it's dumb. I think if you buy something, you should just have it. No, that's just me. That just seems like we're being ripped off. Yeah, glad you agree. Yeah, I'll eventually do another lip syncing video. With Microsoft, I'm trying to think. Vegas, I've heard is really good. I used to edit on a PC years ago before I knew what I was doing, and I used Vegas 3, but obviously it's gotten a lot better now. I think that's what my sound effects editor uses is Vegas. But I think Adobe Premiere either works for Mac or PC, so you can jump between the two. Yeah, Photoshop's gonna really come in handy, especially if you want to like have a scene where a character's talking but they're not talking, and you need to like create new mouth flaps. That's what I've been doing. What I've been using is I have this tablet here, and I have a drawing program in here. It's called Procreate, and I'll bring in a still frame from the anime and then just draw the mouth flaps, which I did with the last episode. The woman that gets interrogated by Mayor Moth, like her talking there's my lip flaps I drew. Hey, Dominic Kepner, how you doing? Yeah, Windows Movie Maker is what I used to use, but we don't talk about that. Those were dark times before the Empire. Yes, it's called Program. It's a really funny name for a program, but it's a really nice drawing program. Like I have an Apple Pen and I draw a lot of stuff with that. It's really been really nice. I used to have an old Wacom tablet that you used to like plug in. You can't see what you're doing on the tablet. You have to like look at the screen and draw, and it's a mess. Illustrator is also very good. I remember when I went to college, when I had all that fun stuff, it was CS5. I don't know what it is now. Are you going to school for like more video stuff? Or are you doing more graphic design stuff? Yay. Hey, Dominic, thank you for joining the group. For those of you who don't know, Dominic is actually the voice of Shishomaru. So everyone say hi. He's been my friend for a very long time, and he does fantastic work as Shishomaru, both his goofy and serious voice. Wait a minute. If you're Shishomaru, then you're Shishomaru. Which one's the real Shishomaru? Graphic design for now, because I want to do animation. Yes, animation is something I was really passionate about before I got into movie making. I originally wanted to be an animator, but I'm lazy. So I struggled with the animation programs at school, and I just think it's because of the projects we did. But I kind of got discouraged from working in Adobe. I'm working in Adobe Flash. So like what I've been doing, if I have to animate anything, I do it the old school way, kind of where I'll draw something in Procreate and just draw each individual frame in there, which takes a long time, but it looks nice. Hi, I'm my own favorite character. Shashomaru is the best character. Just read your line. That's the only way we can know who's the real Shashomaru. You guys have to make out right now. It's the only way. Uh, thank you for that. That was funny. Yeah. Yeah, Dominic actually came up with the voice for Shashomaru. Now Shashomaru, I'm waiting. Yes, you can do it. I believe in you. You just gotta just stick it to the man and just work your way through it. You'll do it. Once you get out of college, you'll have all these skills. You can make whatever you want. Okay. All right. That's a good explanation. Trying to a video production skill you want to learn. Oh, I want to learn more about lighting and creating really interesting lighting for my shots. Because right now I have a friend, Soy Boy's lighting equipment. I need to get my own, but I would love to do some really cool like Blade Runner style lighting effects. I think that would be really cool. I just struggle with just lighting, like which is why a lot of my projects are outside because natural lighting is going to make everything look great. But like filming indoors is very hard. There's a bunch of here now. There's 10 of you. And then one of you is just gonna dip. I'm like, oh, yep, there they go. Bye. All right. Okay, that's funny. That's good timing. Yes, Dominic, Shashomaru, if you have any questions for me, feel free to ask. I will try to ask any questions as well. I've asked whether or not, who's your favorite character, what's your favorite episode, like favorite moment, line, or whatever. Like, and to answer your question, Shashomaru from a while ago, will we ever get a real Shashomaru show? I have no idea. I hope so someday. Maybe that's what I'll end up doing with Yashahime. Maybe make it like a very like sitcom, very video with just a laugh track, like a really obnoxious one. Like it's not funny, but they just laugh really obnoxiously. Not sure yet. Yeah, Dominic came up with the original voice for Shashomaru. We were driving in a car. We were getting some food, and he's just like, "I want some food!" like the entire time. And then like when it came time to do the abridged series, I thought of that, and I'm like, that'd be a really funny voice for Shashomaru because he's supposed to be this super serious character, like intense, scary character. But then like he just has this goofy voice, and I'm like, Dominic, you're the only one that can do this. Yashahime is basically my show. Like, why does Shashomaru put his own brother and his sister-in-law and like his father's grave? They could have helped. I don't know. That's just the one thing about that show. It's just like, why? Why did they do that? If I were to start a new abridged series, what would I do differently? Obviously, I'd be doing what I'm doing now. Like start from the beginning, like plan out what I kind of want for the characters, like character arcs, for example. I'd not rely so heavily on references. Like a reference is fine, like once in a while, but when your show is all references, it's a cheap, like easy way to like write comedy, and sometimes it's it gets old really quickly. Like, yeah, I would try to like, and are you asking me too if like, well, what would I do if I was to abridge something new? Like what new show? Or, because that's another question entirely. I have no idea what I would want to abridge if I were to move on to something else. Like I mentioned earlier, I did like one shots. I did a one shot of Ranma a while ago. I did one for Cowboy Bebop. That one's very weird. That was intentionally weird. I have a bunch of other little ideas I wanted to do. I did Case Closed for that contest that Team 4-Star did years ago. Got like 23rd, which was pretty good. I would love to do more, but I don't think I want to start anything new right now because it's gonna take a while. Because we're in our 11th year. We're only on episode 26 of Inuyasha Abridgment, so I don't think I'd be starting anything anytime soon. But yeah, I'd try to take what I've learned now and apply it to any new project if I were to start over. Kieran? Yeah, probably. Still, gotta let him try. Gotta let him fight it out. Throw a little Iron Reaver sword. I can't talk today. Iron Reaver Soul Stealer. I was struggling on the name. I'm like, it's live. Oh no. How can I screw up my own main attack? But yeah. Yashahime was an interesting ride. I don't know if we'll get more, but it's just like the writing's been hit or miss for me. Yes, Iron Reaver copyright stealer. My favorite. I've been wanting to do puns with the attack name. Like I did it once in an episode. It said Iron Reaver Dog Cleaver, and then like Shippo goes boo. Like it's a bad pun. I want to do stuff like that because it gets old just yelling that same attack over and over again. Okay. Anything else? Any other questions? I'm glad that a lot of you are here. This has worked out. I saw the live thing and was like, I mean to do a live thing. I'm going to see how well this does. And it's doing very well right now. I'm having a fun time answering your questions. It's passing the time for me and got to work tomorrow. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Like everyone's helping in the actual workshop as attack names. Like when he's trying to figure out Windscar and like he's just struggling with the name. I love that he says his attack name in Japanese and he goes, nah, that doesn't work. Like Kaze no Kizu. He's like, no, that's dumb. And then like Moroku's like baked is like, I don't know, man, like Windscar. And he's just like, all right, that works for me. Let's do it. It's fun because like not everyone's gonna know what their attack. I just like the interactions with characters and doing stuff like that. Got a dip. All right, good to see you on here. Thanks for asking some questions. Everyone say bye to Shishomaru. Bye. Yeah, that was cool. Hey, see you later, bud. You gotta record him later for the finale. Shishomaru shows up for a bit. There's gonna be a fun interaction at the beginning of the episode. Yeah, thank you for enjoying the show so far. I've seen your comments a lot in the videos. I appreciate them. I'll stay. You'll stay. Oh, I see what you mean. Okay, that version of Shishomaru is gone, but you're still here. I get you. Okay. Let's see how it is. All right. Yeah, Kaede Countdown. We can talk about that too. Any questions about Kaede Countdown? Like, why did I do this? Because it's a very interesting side project. I have a lot of fun with it. I think the main reason I did it was because Kaede kind of just dips in the start of the second season. Like we'd barely see her at all. Yeah, season 2 finale of Inuyasha Bridgman is going to be phenomenal. But Kaede Countdown, Kaede just disappears after like season 2, and she shows up a little bit in season 3, but she kind of takes a back seat. And she's one of my favorite characters to voice, and I didn't want to just have her disappear for no reason. So I decided to like have her just interview these characters we skip, because we're skipping a lot. Honestly, we're skipping a lot of these filler arcs because they don't really service the plot. My episodes, I want to like focus on the plot specifically, because then I'll move it along. Because like Inuyasha's got a lot of filler. Some of it's good, some of it's not. But like it's pick and choose. But I just want to focus on the story. But so Kaede has her own show. I based it very much on Space Ghost, Coast to Coast. I love that show. Just this insane interview show, and then using stock footage, using backgrounds I got from one of my old jobs working at a radio station, and then putting Kaede in there. It's very interesting, dynamic. 2D anime characters in that 3D in space. Skip all filler. I will. You can count on that. But yeah. I don't know how long Kaede Countdown will go for. Really, I'll try to interview every filler character I can. And I'll try to come up with an interesting thing for each episode so it's not the same. Like how second episode was about couples therapy and this third one was about, the Desu flu. I love that name. The Desu flu. I almost wanted to call it Kawaii-itis. It's ridiculous. Feel free to use that. I don't know if I will or not. I'm trying to think of other things I can talk about for the Bridge series. I think the more I'm doing this, the more I think I'm going to probably keep this video up because I'm having a lot of fun here. Unless I do something silly and really dumb. Still working on a vaccine for the Desu flu, right? Because, you know, you don't want to end up like Yuka and sounding like this, you know? How's it going, sweetheart? My voice is normal. This is what I've always sounded like. Shut up. Yeah, Cody, not Cody, sorry. Legend Dubs helped out with the writing for this third episode for the Kaide Countdown, along with my sound effects editor. He just got off work. Hey, you done for the day. You get to relax. Life is good. And like I'm slowly dreading. It's only 2:00. It feels like it's later, but like I'm not looking forward tomorrow. I work the Monday through Friday shift, so I'm tired a lot. Not in my contract. That's the original like catchphrase that I make fun of because it's not that good, but it's still funny to like reference. Just like I recognize that terrible catchphrase, Kagame. I 100%. You know what's funny about Charlie like talking? I made him talk before I realized the Jewel talks in the last episode. I did not know that he talked in the last episode. I just did it as a bit and it just worked out. So I saw that I'm like, oh, this is gonna work out great. Yeah, but I 100% believe he's gonna resent Kagome shattering him. He's like, "What are you doing? Why'd you do that? It's so stupid." No, whatever voice Justin gave him. Yeah, that's a very good question. Charlie the Jewel. I only called him Charlie so I can say you're on a bridge, Charlie. I'll figure something out. I have a lot of things planned out for the show. I have a bunch of text documents of things I want to do for the show, and depending on what I do with Yashahime depends on how I'm going to do the ending. I've had an ending planned for a long time, and I hope you guys like it. But I don't know how old I'll be by the time I get there. Heck, I could be 50. I just turned 31 beginning of this month. I know. So I feel like I'm going to be old by the time I get this done. My goal is to get 64 episodes completed along with the 4 movies, and yeah, that's and then however many Kaide Countdown episodes. I figured out how to like condense it all down into 64 episodes, and I hope you guys like my decisions of the episodes I choose. If not, I'll figure something out. The movies are going to be interesting for sure. I've had the movie script for the first one written for a very long time. I've had to change a lot because my sense of humor has changed. Let's go. Let's go where? Yeah, with I've had the first movie script written for a very long time. So I'm excited to have that come out because once the finale comes out, I'm going to be focusing on getting the first movie taken care of. The Affections Touching Across Time movie. I'm changing it to the name Helping Across Time for obvious reasons. It's going to be very fun to voice this moth villain. Or not, is it a moth? Yeah, I think he's a moth. Yeah, he's a moth character. I have a fun voice for him. And then after that, it'll be going to second season. And like the middle of the second season, I think I'll have the second movie take place. Because I kind of like followed the Wikipedia and said like, hey, when does these movies take place? And I kind of want to keep them in the same order. Any other questions? Anyone? I'm happy to answer anything. I could talk as long as there's a prompt for me to talk. Like I asked this question earlier. How long have you guys been watching? Yes, Bueller, love that film. How long have you guys been watching the show for? Is a good question. It's interesting that some of you have been watching it since you were young, and now they're older. And I like read how old you've been since you started watching. I'm like, wow, I've been an influence in some people's lives. It's weird because like my sound effects editor was a huge fan of my 9th episode. Like she liked my whole series, but she got to episode 9 and she can just quote it front to end perfectly. And it's just interesting to like meet somebody that I've made something. I've made something concrete and people can quote it back to me. It's weird. Oh, you're lagging. Okay. The beginning of what? I'm a little confused. Sorry. I get distracted very easily. And now I forgot my point, what I was talking about. See, I just proven my, yeah. Yeah, my sound effects editor is really into that episode, and just, it was just cool to like meet somebody, so talk to somebody that has like seen my stuff and can quote it, and yeah, it's just really cool that I've made a positive influence in someone's life. No idea how long it's been. Yeah, sometimes it's me neither. What about the beginning of the show? The beginning of the show. Are you talking about like my first episodes, or like are you talking about like what? What about the beginning of the show? You asking me, Shishomaru? Oh, 10 seconds of latency. Okay, I don't know how to fix that. Okay. Yeah, is it just is the my video lagging then, or okay, yeah. Yeah, if you need me to repeat something, feel free to repeat. I'll try not to talk too fast because that's something I do a lot. Oh, since the start. Okay. All right. See, my brain didn't put those two together. It's just how the system works. It really is. It's really how you can't really help how the system runs sometimes. I just hit the record button and hope for the best. Yeah. It's just an interesting thing. Like something I made that I thought was going to be one of in college is now I'm still working on it, and I have a good group of people that are watching in. They're really, really, really nice and thankful and polite, and I really like that. And you guys have been really good to me. Thank you. Yeah, because I remember like seeing Yu-Gi-Oh Bridge, Dragon Ball Z Bridge, all this stuff at the time, and I'm like, heck, I can make that, and I did. And I was just gonna do one episode because I was planning to do a one shot of everything that I could think of, and I grew attached to all the characters in there. Stream's been great. Thank ya. I'm glad I could provide entertainment just by talking, because yeah, because I was saying earlier, a legend, that I was gonna eventually do a stream where I'll probably like rewatch an episode or something, but I don't have the program for it right now. Yeah, I just kind of did this improvised because it's the middle of the day and I have no idea what to do. So, and I'm like, I'll try a stream. Yeah. Trying to think. What other questions? Yeah, episodes. Oh yeah. So episode 20, to go into another story tangent. Dom, the voice who voices Sashomaru, asked me if he could write an episode. He was gonna write the whole episode for episode 20. So, but he like got halfway and he couldn't think of anything else. So I wrote the last half. So like the first half of that episode was written entirely by Dom. Like the stuff with the ice cream truck was all him, and he wrote some really interesting stuff into my lore that I now have. Some of them do know they're on a show. Like Moroku 100% knows. Kagome, it's hit or miss. I don't know if she knows yet, because like there's some episodes early on where she makes reference that she's in a show, but then sometimes she's like, "Wait, what show are you talking about?" Like I don't know with her yet. Sango 100% does not know that she's on a show, and anytime it gets brought up, she gets very confused. And I have a reason for why some do and why some don't, but it hasn't plot wise it hasn't come up yet. I haven't found a way to like sneak it in yet, but I have a plot reason as to why some of them know and some of them don't know. Good question. And everyone that didn't hear my thing earlier, if you guys have any questions for Kaide Countdown, go to a Kaide Countdown video and write these comments out so I can use them in the new Kaide Countdown episode. Because yeah, I like answering them, and there wasn't that many last time, so I had to like scour the rest of the videos for content. And also, like, you can ask me a question on here, but maybe you can also ask like a character question. What you think that character would do in a situation? Like, what would Inuyasha do? What does Inuyasha think of this person? Like stuff like that. If that makes any sense. Trying to broaden the kind of questions you can ask on here. You can ask me anything really, except like where I live. Yeah, no, I'm not gonna tell you. I live in a bunker deep below the sea. As far as you know. I gotta fix this. Pardon me, 1 second. What does Inuyasha's Spotify playlist look like? Well, obviously, Invincible is going to be on there. The main theme for the show, it's very much what I consider to be Inuyasha's theme. I think some Queen would be in there. Some rock and roll. I think would be perfect for him. Like he likes music, he likes singing, but he doesn't like Kagome singing. I try to like reincorporate references from previous episodes, like my own reference, not like auto show references, but like the stuff that I've come up with, like a joke. I like to reuse them in a later episode. Yeah, Invincible was a very interesting song. I remember like hearing it when I was younger in high school, or like it may have been out of high school. Yeah, I think it was college. Like I remember like driving to work, and I remember it coming on. I'm like, well, what is this song? This is amazing. And like when I did the episode, when I finally got to episode 3, which is the first time we used an intro. No, episode 4 was the first time we used an intro. That song popped in my head. I'm like, this is perfect. As long as she doesn't encroach upon my village, it's mine now. I'd have no problems. I'm indifferent to whatever. That's a question I'll have to remember for the episode. What's up with Kagome's brother? Okay, that's a very good question as well. So Kagome's brother, Soda, is possessed by a demon, but we did not establish it very well in the beginning because I didn't know how to write in the beginning. So like he's susceptible to demon possession, which is why he'll suddenly just be like, "Hey sis, can I sleep with you?" Like it just breaks into that voice for no reason. But like I've kind of like stepped away from it because like I don't know, it's not that funny. And there's my cat meowing at me because I've been in here forever. Shush. So I apologize for that. They're not gonna stop. If that's what you meant about that question about what's up with Soda's brother, yeah, he's possessed by a demon. Well, especially in those early episodes, and obviously puberty hit him like a ton of bricks in episode 7. Because like Justin can't really do that high pitched kid voice anymore. His voice got more mature as he went along, so he's not able to do that. Grandpa, I'm 7 or whatever voice he did. So he just talks like himself. Computer's dusty. Need to clean that. The demons will come forth and obey your new master. Yes. Damn, that is whack. I don't know why that's the voice I went with for the cat, but I'm stuck with it now. So I have a question for you guys. This is something I've been thinking about for a while. So like I did a redux for episodes 1, 2, and 3. Would you but I still feel like the writing isn't as good as it could be. I didn't really fix up the writing as much for those reduxes. I kind of just kept the dialogue the same. But the flow just feels kind of funky and it's a little off. Would you guys be interested if I did like a kind of like I combined those 3 episodes together and made kind of like an opening movie thing for the series? Like if I were to just condense it into one story, into one video, I mean. Do you get what I'm kind of getting along with it? I just want to like rewrite it, make it a little bit better. Still keep the charm of the originals. It's just an idea so far. I don't know if I'm going to do it or not yet. Just like basically like patch up the writing for those 3 episodes and put all in one thing. Establish stuff a little bit better. Like the whole Soda being possessed by a demon thing, I definitely want to establish a little bit better. Anyone? Beulah? Beulah? Yeah, like just redo the first 3 episodes and put it into one thing. Like I'll still keep the original ones up. I'm not gonna pull a George Lucas and just pull away, the originals and be like, "This is my vision. This is what you're gonna watch instead of what I originally put out." Because I don't like the originals. I'm not gonna pull a George Lucas on you. I would watch it 100%. Thanks, dude. Wav. Sure. All right. It's more content. I'll get okay. Cool. Sounds good. I just noticed. This cat is driving me nuts. And I can't let him in here because he'll just cause problems the entire time. Would watch. Thank you, Amelia. Cool. Because I got to finish the Reduxes, then redo those, and then maybe do a regular version for episode 13. Like still keep the Foley version, but also do like a regular version of the episode. What am I using for streaming? Just what YouTube has, YouTube Studio. I did the simple one because I have to get like some kind of other program to be able to do overlays and like, if you guys wanted to see my screen or whatever. Six of you are here. 9 likes. Nice. But yeah, with the Dominic thing writing episode 20, it's very interesting because like I've been a part of every single writing. I've written every single episode. I've been involved in the writing for every single episode. So it was just weird to like kind of like read, like record and do stuff for something that I didn't write. Like especially like all the stuff about fitting a log. You know what I'm talking about? And like the ice cream truck and like all the weird little things. It was neat. Yeah, I feel like I writing by myself is very hard. Like I like to try to write by myself, but I feel like I need somebody with me to kind of like bounce ideas off of. OBS Studios. I've actually heard of that. I'll have to give that a try next time. I don't know if I want to stream the show from the beginning or if I want to just like pick like key select episodes to watch. What would you guys prefer? The whole thing? That would take like the whole day, honestly. It's kind of interesting that I have like a series that I can watch, and it actually takes a lot of time to like get through it all. I'm like quotes from my other episodes are kind of like popping in my head right now. Like when Roku goes, "You can smell physical appearance?" Yeah, I guess so. Will you be my wingman? That makes me laugh. That's a good joke. The ice cream truck should be Truck Coon in his youth. Okay. That ice cream truck bit has been one of my favorite. It's been one of my favorite things. Like I literally took like the safety neighborhood watch truck from like Yu Hakusho and just like cut it out and then put it in there and then change the sign to ice cream. It's very fun to do. It was a very solid joke to end that episode on. And like it still like comes up like randomly. Like the last episode, it like came up in conversation. I like the idea that like some guy fell through like a similar portal like a Gome did, and now he's just like stuck here selling ice cream. Like I don't know who's gonna run the ice cream truck yet. He's got to run out of ice cream eventually, though. Yes, I would love to try to get the rest of the cast. I would have to like go all the way back home to do so because I moved 2.5 hours away from my original, like my hometown where all my friends are. Damn you, neighborhood! Yeah, damn you, neighborhood watch community. I was really into Yu-Gi-Oh! Hakusho abridged for a while there too by Lenny Pater, whatever you want to pronounce it. That's a good series. I wish he would go back to it because like he never got to the Dark Tournament. And I really want him to get into that because I like his Toguro. But yeah, I would love to do a stream where I talk to the rest of the cast and crew. I feel like Justin could possibly be down for it. Maybe get Lindsay to do it. I don't think my brother would do it. I don't think he doesn't like to be in front of camera as much. Maybe Dom would. I'd have to talk to them and see what they think. Sorry for people that don't like that. I just did that. I was like, oh, I know people that don't like the cracking sound. I apologize. It's just a habit. Anything else? That's really funny. And they're all just hiding in the back. That's good. You know what? I will write that down. That is actually really funny. And I'll make sure you get credited. Okay. I'm actually writing it down. I have a notepad near me. Drives ice cream. I always make sure I credit the people that helped me out. Okay. All right, written down. Looking for his friends, getting parts. Yeah, that sounds like that'd be fun. So, the audio quality is good. I'm surprised this microphone still works. I've had this microphone for a very long time, and I'm surprised it hasn't crapped out on me yet. I've been recording with it since episode 7. Yeah, still hanging in there. I bought a new cord for it. It's a very, very long cord, so I can like literally put my microphone anywhere in the room. It doesn't have to be right next to my computer. Star, if you're still here, do you have any questions about recording at all? About audio recording? Test out the Joule effects on ice cream, what it does. I don't know if it tastes that good, but this has been a very fun stream. I like all these questions. I like the interactions. Yeah. A bunch of ideas and stuff in text documents for future episodes. I have a whole list of like references I do want to mention at least once. I don't think Charlie would be very thankful that I don't think he would want to get snorted. But I guess that would be a way to get into your system. It'd be like sprinkles. Thank you, Supreme. Why do I'm imagining like a character is like in a gang noir drama, like doing that. Like it's just a really like dramatic scene where like they open up a suitcase and it's the jewel shard and they like open it. It's just like, this is some quality stuff, and just starts cutting it. What? Do it for the memes. I'll have to. I'll write it down. Jewel shards snorted like Coke. This is not something I think I'd hear today. Prefer a New York accent. I'll have to work on that. I usually just default to Brooklyn a lot. It's just a habit. I think it's because I was trying really hard to learn how to do a Christopher Walken impression early on. I was talking like Christopher Walken. It's a little bit of Brooklyn. It's other things too. I just like talking like him sometimes. I have a character planned out with his voice eventually, but just hang tight. It's not the best impression, but it's fun to do. I have a lot of fun voices planned for future characters. What other anime do you guys like? Is there other bridge series that you guys are into they would recommend to me? I've seen a lot of them, but I'm always down to watch something new to watch. If like are any of you a big fan of Sword Art Online Abridged, like that's one of my favorite ones right now. Oh man. Oh dude. That's funny. Hmm, that's good. A slap on Titan. That's a good one. Yeah, I think I've seen that at some point. I'm trying to think if that's the one I originally watched. I know there was a couple of Attack on Titan abridged out there. I remember seeing that somewhere. I don't know if I like if that's the one I'm subscribed to or not. Is that the one where they only did the first season, then they stopped? Yeah, My Hero parody is pretty good as well. That's very good. Schmuck Squad is fantastic. Schmuck Squad the one that does the Goblin Slayer abridged? I'm trying to remember without looking it up. The Goblins. Yeah, Jordan actually like went on. Actually, does he used to voice Sango? Does voice work for that Goblin Slayer bridge. She voices the elf, I believe. No, it's not that one. Okay, all right, then it must be a different one. I think I have seen a Slap on Titan at some point though. I'd have to go back and watch it. I wish I had like some props to like entertain you when I don't have questions. You know, like if I could juggle, I'd just be like, ask me something, please. But I don't have anything. I'm trying to think of stories. I haven't seen that one yet. Obviously, I grew up watching Yu-Gi-Oh! Abridged and Dragon Ball Z Abridged. There's a couple of other miscellaneous ones here and there. Like some of them aren't even online anymore. There was a good Ranma Abridged for a while, but like I don't know, whatever it is. Like if you put anything Ranma related content on YouTube, you just gets taken down, which is a shame because I really liked my one shot for Ranma. Like I had a solid voice cast. I had my sister voice female Ranma and I voiced male Ranma. It just worked out. But yeah, I don't know. I don't know if I do more for that either. I can't. I have a problem of like starting new projects and then getting really invested in them, and then I keep doing it forever. I have a trouble with just making one thing and moving on. I get really invested in it, and I start creating ideas for it. Like I thought about doing more like case closed abridged stuff, but that's a show that's still ongoing. It's been going since the 90s. And I don't think we'll ever get an ending. What do you save your voice files as? Like a files? I usually do Wave or AIF. That's a Mac exclusive one, I think. I usually don't do MP3. I can if people send me it as MP3, I use it, but I just use Wave or AIF. Yeah, okay, yeah. That's what you were asking. Yeah, Wave for this guy. I just feel like it's a little bit of a higher quality than MP3. But yeah, before I got the Blu-ray rips, I had the DVDs from my friend, and I was doing that. And then after a while, uh, the longer I've had these files, like they just look old and decrepit, and the files don't look very good anymore, like the video file. So I've been finding other ways to like get the episodes, and then now I have Blu-rays. Highly recommend. Yeah, exactly. Good call, Legend. Auditions and small stuff. Yes, that's the issue. It's a compressed. Sounds good. I remember reading a comment a while ago saying my normal voice sounds like the leader of the band of seven, like Ben Kotsu, and it kind of have to change it up a little bit, but I can hear it. Since your friend would, that's right. You were telling me about your. I just read that comment actually before I started live about your friend saying like, "Oh, I want to try voicing, but I'm waiting for the band to." I thought you. No, okay, it was the waiting for the dragon to show up, waiting for the Ryukutse to show up or whatever his name is. But yeah, go for it, man. Flex them guns on stream? No, thank you. What guns? I have no guns. That ain't happening. It's not that kind of stream, legend. Oh, my friend's calling me. He doesn't know I'm streaming. I'm just going to turn that down. I'll explain later. It's very rare for people to call me. Usually it's a text message. Yep, there it is. Okay. Yeah. These guns. Yeah, I don't have that kind of. It's not that kind of stream. I don't have the kind of guns for it. Take on him is that he's a huge JoJo fan. Yeah. One second, friends. Incredible. I'm going to call him real quick. I'll have to call you back. I'm on stream right now.
I didn't know that. My bad.
Yes. Do you want to hold on one sec? I'm actually streaming for 1 second here. I'm streaming for Inuyasha Abridgment channel. I've mentioned you for like doing soda and stuff. You guys want to say hi real quick for the fans out there?
Hi.
Yes, there he is. All right, I'll talk to you later.
All right, tell me back.
All right, bye. Yeah, bye,
Bye.
Justin. Yeah, hi, friend. Yeah, he wasn't expecting that. I was like, let's add a little entertainment. I have something to do here. Yeah, I'm not used to talking to a screen. I'm used to talking to somebody's face, and I go off their reactions and stuff. Hey, yeah. Justin's been there since the beginning. He's helped me write a lot of the early episodes. He's really funny. Yeah, he voices Soda, Charlie the Jewel. He voices Kohaku. Yeah, JB3. That's his name. JB the Third. Good catch. Yeah, and then Lindsay voices Kagome and Rin, and she voiced Yura, the Hair Demon, in episode 3. She hasn't really, and she's voiced Maka for the Soul Eater Abridged. I haven't given her a lot more opportunities to voice more. I should do that. And then my brother has voiced Moroku. He's voiced Grandpa and Grandpa Higurashi, and voiced Totosai as well. He is showing up in the next episode. That'll be fun. I like Totosai. Doxel is Dom. Yep. Doxel does Sesshomaru, and I don't think I've given him another role. I know he's capable of doing voices. For some reason, I've just blanked on giving him more voice work. I do that sometimes. And then Sakranos voices Koga. I'm trying to think of the other characters. Right now, my sound effects editor also voices Sango. I've had 3 different people voice Sango now, which has been interesting. It all sounds similar, so like it's been great. So like it's not super jarring. I always get worried if I have to replace somebody that like the voice will sound different. Then Bacon 7 voices Naraku. Trying to think. And then I've had other friends voice miscellaneous characters over the years. The voice for Kagura has changed a lot. Like I had a voice actress that was helping me out early second season. Like I have lost contact with her completely. She moved and like she's not on Skype anymore. But like she was gonna voice Kagura, but we struggled just trying to get her lines done. And then after the episode she's done, she's like, I can't really. Where I'm at right now, like she's not able to do it anymore. So I was just like, oh no, I've established his voice. I gotta find someone else. And then Jordan also jumped on as Kagura. So It's been interesting having multiple people voice the same character. Yeah, like I said, I really wish I had some props. I got nothing. I'm looking around, seeing what would be good. I guess I have this paper craft thwomp. Dom actually made it for me for like my 18th birthday. Still have it. It's still in good condition. Paper craft is a very interesting skill to have. I would like to try to make something in paper craft eventually. I miss when you said what didn't you notice? I get kind of lost in my stories and I stop paying attention to the chat. See if you're reacting to something I said in there. Yeah, I gotta do more voice stuff. I've been doing some stuff for Legend a couple times and other people. I need to get my voice out there. Yes, I like to have fun when I'm voicing stuff. Voice change. Didn't notice the voice change. I'm trying to think what. I'm sorry. I'm blanking on what you're asking. Which voice change are you talking about? Yes, the Sangha one. Yeah, sorry, my brain just caught up. Yes, that's what was great because I had a friend of mine voice Sango for the first 2 episodes, and then she's like, "I'm moving," and I'm like, "Oh, okay," and then I like put out a post saying like, "I need somebody that sounds like this, please help," and she showed up and she nailed it, and I'm like, "Wow, that's really great." And then the sound effects editor took over, and she was able to do a perfect spot on impression. And I'm like, "That's fantastic." Thank you. Sorry, it took me so long to realize what you were asking. It happens. Yeah. Any other props? Anything? Nothing in here. Nothing in here. Trying to think if there's anything like. I'm trying to think if there's like a fun edit I've done for the show. Obviously, like I've done some I've drawn some mouth flap stuff in. There's the earbuds from episode 17 that Kagome's listening to and they pop out. I'm really proud of how that looks. It looks really cool. It looks really good. I'm trying to think if there's anything else. Obviously, there's the ice cream truck. And the newest episode has a lot of neat edits in it as well. Like the tree coughing out a leaf. It's fun. I think that's like what I look forward to, like in any project, is a fun edit of something really goofy. Like, oh yeah, like Mayor Moth eating chocolate ice cream out of the bowl. That looks really good. I was really happy about that one. Excellent. Let me absorb it through my skin. Just Mayor Moth was really fun to voice. You know what they say, eggs. Oh, that's such a solid joke. Pilgrim, your sword, me, gimme. I got my roommate involved in the last episode. He voiced the old man's son. And he was a bunch of bandits. He had a lot of fun doing it. Yes, episode 14, the fake out of killing Naraku. That was a really funny joke. I know. Like I'm sad that we won't see more of Mayor Moth. He was such a fun character. He's just goofy and just really, really silly. Yeah. I'm excited to do more silly villains. That was a fun voice to do. Just do a southern accent. It got me. Yeah. It got me too. Right here. P90X, you stupid dog. No, I was never ready. And then doing the commercials for the for that episode was really fun. I think one of my guilty pleasures in doing video stuff is just making fake commercials. You've noticed in Kaede Countdown And then in episode 26, Mini Ash, I've been doing like a lot of fake commercials for things. I just have a lot of fun doing them. I feel like I could just do a whole YouTube channel that's just fake commercials. I was going to say something. I kind of forgot what it was. Something about episode 26. What was it? Was it something about Mayor Mouth? I don't know. Yeah, I'll move. It'll come back to me eventually. Probably after I finish the stream. Anything else? Any other questions? Feel free to ask me anything. I'm willing to answer any kind of question. Well, depending, Don't make it too crazy. Genshin Impact Bridging. Is that one that already exists, or are you asking me if you want me to do it? 26 was a really solid video. Thank you. I'm hoping I can keep up with the quality of that one. Oh yeah, the commercials as a channel. Yeah, thank you. I think so too. Yes. Something I wanted to ask but forgot. Yes, that happens to me a lot. I like to wait for people to stop talking, and then by the time they finish talking, I've forgotten completely about what I was going to say, and it won't come back to me until it's too late. It's like when I put something down, I'm like, all right, I got to take this with me. Don't forget it. And like I'm halfway to where I'm going, I'm like, I forgot it. It's the worst feeling. Man, we've been going for about almost 2 hours here. This is fantastic. It's a gotcha game. Okay. But are you saying I should abridge it, or are you saying it already exists? Like someone's already made it and I should check it out? That's what I meant. Or something else entirely. But yeah. I might as well just open up my text documents here and see if there's anything. Oh, I don't want that open. Okay. See if there's anything here that like I can talk about. I should have just had this prepared. I didn't know I was going to be talking for this long. I was like, this is going to be a test. And then people show up. I'm like, oh, okay. Hi. Hello. Codement is a huge inspiration to me. I love Codement. It's a shame he's not going to make anymore. Like, I was really interested to see what he was going to do with, when his second eye activates and then Princess Euphemia. And like, I was really hoping he would get there, but he didn't. But Codement's a really solid abridged series. Sue. I'm at Sue. What do you mean you're at Sue? I'm at the soup store. Why are you buying clothes at the soup store? Fuck you. It's I was a huge fan of his for a long time. Like back when YouTube was like really young, like early like the original what YouTube used to look like. That I found out about him. He like came to me and says like, hey, check this out. When he was like an early YouTuber, like he left me a comment and I like subscribed to him. He's like, thank you very much for subscribing. And I'm just like, I didn't really know much about him when I subscribed, but now I'm like, oh my gosh, this guy's amazing. Wish I could have like talked to him more. I would love to get him on the show. I would love to get some celebrity abridgers on here to do like a voice or something, but I don't know how to get in contact with any of them, and I don't know what voice to give. And I think it'd just be really overwhelmed to talk to them. Like it was overwhelming to like just like put out a that one shot for that contest and then have them judge me on it. It was a lot of it I felt was like critical but fair, and like one of them really got to me. Like I screwed up like something grammar wise in a line of dialogue I had, and Little Krebo pointed it out. I'm like, oh no, why did I do that? And they're like, yeah. And so I just get a little nervous talking to people that I know that I've seen on the internet. But I would love to get them to do voice stuff. There's actually a shop called Soup that sells clothes. That's amazing. Can I get a link to the? Oh, you want the picture? I was gonna say, let's see. Can I send a link on here? Yeah, it's a really I just grabbed one of the random pictures from previous episodes for the stream, and it's one of my favorite ones. Let me find it real quick and see if I can send it to you somehow, or send it to the group somehow. Anyone feel free to use it. Let's see, files. I do the old man thing where I like put on glasses and be like, all right, where is this? Let's see. Various images, earbuds. Here we go. Let's see if I can bring it into. Can I just drag it into the group chat? Can I just do that? No, I don't think I can. I know on my Facebook, there's a Facebook group I have that I post all the pictures that I've made for the show on there. So if you want to pop on there, if you have a Facebook, I have it on there. Otherwise, if you guys have any suggestions how I can like post this picture, I can somehow send it. Yeah. Yeah. The Facebook group is very small. I don't have a lot of things going on there other than like the one shots I wasn't able to post on YouTube. I upload all my Soul Eater there. My Soul Eater is all right. I feel like episode 5 is really good. Like, because I got it done in a month. And that was, I pushed myself and I was very exhausted by the end of that one. Imager? Maybe. I don't have an Imager account. Let's see. I think I have a Twitter. Let's see. I have a Twitter called Kowski2. It's where I post like all my stuff on there. I'm going to post it right now if you want to check it out. Let me see. Let me just post it real quick. Oh, I haven't posted there in a while. Legend can contest to that. I'm very bad at the social medias. I look like an old man here. Tweet. Okay. I'll type here to the Twitter handle. Here you go. Oh, I just saw it. I don't use Twitter. Okay. Okay. Well, it's on Twitter. Otherwise, I don't know. I'll figure out something. Yes. You're my Shield Hero parody for a while back for Joyride. Oh yeah. I was the guy naming all the heroes in that. The sword hero, the shield hero, I don't remember what I said. I said a bunch of shit. It's fantastic. You just let me keep going. And so now it's in it. I really wish there was like another like old YouTube style platform to post stuff on, because like YouTube right now is becoming really difficult to like just post anything that's not copyright free, you know? Like Inuyasha, I barely get by, but anything else, I just can't get it on here. I know there's a website that's trying to be like old school YouTube called WeViddy, and the layout is exactly the same as the original YouTube, and it's fantastic. I might pop on there eventually. Those are always the best sessions where you just kind of mess around for a while. It's like it'd be like 5 minutes of actual line recorded, but like 30 minutes of just bullshitting. It's fantastic. Yeah, I definitely need to do more voice stuff. And then I did that like guard for that like One Piece abridged thing, like for like the Alabasta abridged or whatever. Discord, yes. Okay. How would I go about that on Discord? I don't use Discord very often. Yes, for Fat Dog. Is there a way to like post on Discord? Or would I have to like add you as a friend and then like. Sure. Yeah, we can do that. I don't really have anything on there right now. I have a Discord for my Golden Bomb Studio stuff. I could post it real quick. I got it open right now. I see you posted something, Legend. I haven't watched it yet. All right. Invite people. Now you post it right here. Shabam. Here's the Discord for my stuff. I taught a lot of it's just people I've worked with, but like I haven't really posted anything really in there yet. But I can post the picture real quick. And post it in Discord. Just follow the link and grab that photo. Yeah, definitely like to do some more voice stuff. I would like to try to learn to do other voices too. I have kind of a basic range. I like to try to like push myself to learn how to do other voices. I don't know what voices, but I try to do something. The more you know, the more opportunities arise. I hope you're having fun. Because I mean, I'm having fun too, but I sometimes I'm like, there's these lulls right here that I'm like, I don't know what to talk about anymore. And I just sit here like, yup. Feel free to ask me anything. Anyone that's new that's just jumped in. But I think it's been the same like 5 people for the last hour or so. Legends, we got Shishomaru. I don't know if Soy Boy's still on here anymore. Young guy next door sound. Hi, I'm your neighbor. You know, yeah, that's exactly what the voice is called, isn't it? I'm here to sell you some strawberries. I don't know. Let me in your house. I'm going to drink all your milk and run away. I'm not that good at improv. Which is why I write with other people and not by myself. The Everyman. Yeah, that's a good name for it, I think. I'm trying to think of other bridge stuff that's happened. I had that I'm trying to think. I'm trying to think of positive experiences. There was one negative experience early on. I was trying to hire somebody to voice Kana before I just went with one of my friends, and they were very difficult to deal with because they put out a demo reel, which was not even a demo reel, it was just them talking, and I should have known better, but they just wanted the attention, but they didn't want to record anything. Oh, I dropped a pen. And so, like, for 3 months, I was just trying to get them to record anything, but they came up with excuses as to why they couldn't be there. Like, they made me wait literally hours. And they would be like, oh, sorry, I got caught up with something else. Like, just lack of communication, just pushing, just testing my patience. It was really bad. And then I'm like, I give up. I'm just going to find someone else. And I got my friend who I wanted to record in the first place, but I thought they wouldn't want to. Should have just talked to them. I guess the moral of the story is just go with it. Just, you never know what's going to happen. Anyways, that's right. I was going to open up text documents. See if there's anything of interest. Let's see. We got character notes. I try to write out like character descriptions of each character, the things I've added, the things I didn't want, stuff like that. I have ideas for I wanted to do some song parodies, kind of like how Little Kribo did, but I just never got around to doing it. And there's still time for me to do it. Like, I want to do like a Christmas album. I have not seen Peacemaker yet. Yeah, but I want to do a Christmas album, but I only have like one song kind of prepared, and it's Naraku singing a version of "All I Want for Christmas Is You," but it's "All I Want for Christmas Is the Jewel," and it's really dumb, but I think it'd be really funny. Let's see, we got like timelines stuff. I try to determine like what year the story takes place. Like, actually, I think I went with 1555. I think All right, I'll have to check that out. Oh no, I lost my. Where did you go? References for later. Oh yeah, a lot of references. Would you guys be interested in like what? So as you know, like Naraku has like a brony as like a pony name for each of his henchmen. Are you guys interested in like which ones have what name? Whether or not they'll act like the character, I have no idea yet. But like, it's just what I have assigned for now. But if you think if it works out better if someone else had a different pony name, like I'd be down for that. I'm trying to stick to like the main like cast of Friendship is Magic for the pony names. Anyone? If not, I can keep it a secret. I can just like close it out and just pretend I didn't say that. Because obviously we got Kagura as Rainbow Dash right now. We have Kana as Fluttershy. I had what is his actual name? Gogenshi. The third one, the who named Spike. I named after the dragon character. And then I have Applejack and Apple Bloom for Jorumaru and Kaguramaru. And I just stuck with the pony names because it's a lot easier to say than those. Anyone? If not, I literally will just close it out if you guys aren't interested. I can move on to something else. Unless you guys got more questions for me, I can focus on that again. No? Okay. Then I will move on. Keep that one in the back of my brain. Oh, somebody's on my Discord. I want to do some stuff with Kagome's friends, but I don't know what it's going to be yet. Like a separate video. Because there's just a lot of footage of them just like eating at the off-brand McDonald's and just talking about stuff, and I haven't used it yet. Nothing really in my text documents that I'm willing to share yet. A lot of it's plot related, and I don't want to spoil anything. Well, thank you guys for sticking around for this long. Okay, back. Did you get the picture? It works. I planned 64 episodes. I condensed it. I've mentioned that earlier. I figured out a way to condense everything down to 64 episodes, and also the 4 movies as well, and maybe something with Yashahime. Not entirely sure yet. I hear you there, Shishomaru. I can't type half the time either. I'm just like, that's how I type. No joke. I can't close. I can't type in YouTube. Okay. I just read your message in here. Okay. But were you able to get the photo? Okay. Another fake credit scene. Hey, it's always a possibility that we do another fake credit scene. You never know. I just got to pick the right moment. I don't want to overdo a great joke. You know, it loses its value the more you keep doing it. Everything's another fake out credit scene. I'm afraid to open this. I'm not going to open this right now, Legend. I don't know what this is. Only 3. Yes, comedy works in 3s. Like, there are ongoing gags in the show. Like, I don't know if you guys have caught on yet that I've been doing this ongoing bit with the barrier. Someone will say, "Oh, look, a barrier," and then respond to that, like, "How cute," or something to that event. It's been kind of ongoing since episode 12. Like, it started with Nuraku saying, "Oh, look, a barrier, spear," and then there's like episode 13 where Moroku's like, "Oh, a barrier! I'm gonna poke it," because there's so many barriers in Inuyasha. There's a lot of just like, "Oh, you can't get in" kind of thing. Trust me, I noticed. Yes, there's a lot of barriers, unnecessary. So that's my ongoing joke with that. I guess it's my Kaioken Kyle what joke for my series. It's not as good, but still, I think it's solid. Yeah, actually, the most recent episode had that too. And he goes like, "Ah, a barrier. This ruffles my tuffles." You're welcome. I'm happy to make it. It's good. It's good stuff. It challenges my creativity, so I can, it's try to come up with new stuff all the time. Barriers became a crutch for the show. Yeah, there's a lot of barriers, and the anime added a lot of stuff too. That was kind of like the manga itself was a lot more gory and the more graphic than the anime was. And I wish they would have, because like I remember reading it and I got to like the Thunder Brothers and like him, like he didn't rip out his brother's heart, he ate it out, and I'm just like, oh my gosh, that's freaky. Why didn't they keep that? That's awesome. I don't know why they like wimped out on that. Yeah, Rumagogo is hardcore for inner shows, in a manga, whatever. She doubles down. Censorship, yeah. But now these days you can get away with pretty much anything. Yeah, early 2000s definitely not, but now you probably can. You get away with a lot more in anime these days, which is not always a good thing. That's a good point. 1 second. I have my manga right over here. I'm gonna go check it out real quick. Be right back. Please hold. Your call is important to us. Which volume is it? Oh. Here's that one. Okay. 1 second. Found it. I found I found it. It's in the first of the big volumes. Only got the first 3 yet. I got to get the rest of it yet. Yeah, it totally does. Yeah, right here. Yeah, rips it right out. Yeah, that's hardcore. It's just Shomru is a lot. His appearance is very different in the early manga as well. Yeah, that is true. I agree with that. Stealing your pupil. That's an episode. That's episode 5. That joke's funny. Actually, it's the pearl. And hey, it happens. I remember, if it's entertaining, I usually remember it. That's on I have very selective memory. I could quote to you like anything from like early YouTube almost. I really wish they could. That'd be really cool. Man, yeah. I only have the first 3 of the big volumes, and I want to buy more, but I'm lazy when it comes to online. Like, I know I could probably get them faster if I just went online, but I like buying from actual bookstores. But, like, I can never find them in the bookstores. It's always just this first volume, and then that's it. And I've already invested in getting the first 3 of the big ones. I don't want to go to the smaller yellow ones. You know the ones I mean? The regular size volumes. I want to stick with getting all the big ones. Yeah. It's too expensive. Yeah, I've collected a lot of manga over the years. Can't really see it very well. My room's a mess. I didn't think about that before I was streaming, so I'm not gonna show you. But yeah, I've collected a lot over the years. I used to have a lot of the Rama ones, but I like turned them in because I was gonna like start buying the new ones, but I never got around to it. And also, it's just a lot, and I have only so many bookshelf space. It really is. It shouldn't be that expensive. Ah, you read Berserk. I read it up to a point. I need to like. I feel like I need to restart over again because I've lost. I like stopped for a while and came back and got lost, and now I'm like because of the author is dead. I'm wondering what they're gonna do with it. It's gonna hurt me to like get to the end and then realize the story doesn't have a conclusion. You know? Yeah. I don't know if like his like the people that like worked with him are gonna like help like finish the story because I feel like we need a ending. Like we've been sitting on this story for years. It needs an ending. But yeah, Berserk is really good. I wanted to do some kind of Berserk joke down the line with Inuyasha, like something incorporating with like how the demons aren't as hardcore in Japan as they are in America, and it's gonna cut to like Guts slaying a bunch of demons or something. But I don't know if I like that joke necessarily, or how I would word it. But yeah, cool. I had a cool tangent there. I like that. I liked that manga. I'm trying to think of what other ones I've read. They're right here. Reading a little bit of JoJo's. I have Neon Genesis Evangelion manga. I have a lot of One Punch Man. It takes forever for a new volume to come out. What else do I have there? Let me look real quick. Can't really see. There's just a lot of individual volumes and not like a collection of volumes. My brother used to have. He gave the collection to me, but he had all of Dragon Ball and Dragon Ball Z. So now I have it all. I don't know if I'll get Super, the manga. Oh, you did? Okay, I don't know if I saw that one. I'll have to check it out. Yeah, I really hope he wrote an outline because like it'd be really upsetting if it wasn't because I don't think anyone's gonna like get what he was going for at the end like by trying to write it themselves. You know, I just don't want the ending to just be really bad. Like if they're gonna make a plan, they got to make sure they do it right. It's always upsetting when like a creator dies before finishing their project. Like what was it? Oh, there was another anime manga mangaka that died before they were done. I can't think of what it was. It's early 2000s. I can't think of what it was. Send a link in Discord. Thank you very much. I'll check it out. I've read Death Note. Summer Case Closed. Rurouni Kenshin. I've read. I used to have more. I got rid of a lot. Like I would just buy a manga and then like it would sit on my shelf and I don't read it. I'm like, I don't need this. Oh, I probably will. More than likely. Yeah. Yeah, that's another thing I'm worried about. I really like One Piece. I still need to catch up with Wano. Like I started it, but I got lost. So I need to start over again. But yeah, One Piece has been going on forever and it's amazing. It took me a long time to get into it. Like when I first heard about it and looked at it, I didn't like the art style that much. I was like, oh, this is weird. I don't get it. But then my brother like sat me down. It's like, no, you're gonna sit and you're gonna watch all of it with me. I'm like, all right, fine. And I watched it and like I was like, okay, this is all right. But once I got to Water 7, I was like, okay, I really like this show. I really like it. And I got into it. And then like I caught up with the anime at the time, and it was right before the Cake Island arc. And then then I've been reading it ever since. But like, yeah, I hope he gets that out before we got to know what the One Piece is. If he dies before we find what the One Piece is, I'm gonna be mad. I kind of heard about that. Yeah, it wasn't like didn't like they get like revealed early or something, or like is that something else? Yeah, you just got to get past the art style, and it becomes. It's more. It feels less like an anime. Honestly, it feels more like an actual like serialized cartoon with like anime tropes in it. I really like One Piece. I like One Piece. A little deep cut joke for other bridgers out there. Yeah, I really hope he lets us know what the One Piece is. Anyone wonder what the One Piece actually is? Like, I have ideas, but like you can never be certain. You son of a bitch. Yes. uh, oh yeah, Hunter x Hunter is another one. Like that's still ongoing, isn't it? I don't know how far it's gone. Like I didn't read after I caught up with that one. Yeah, but I watched the newer anime all the way through to the end. I hope he's able to finish this too. Same with Case Closed or Detective Conan. And I hope he finishes that. I just need to know how not Jimmy, sorry, Shinichi gets his body back. I grew up with the Funimation dub, so I accidentally say the English names sometimes. Yeah, there's a lot of anime out there that like they really just need to end it and stop milking it. I'm specifically thinking of Detective Conan, but like they really just need to finish it. Why can't you watch One Piece? It's amazing. It's a lot, but it's amazing. And I'm not talking about the and there's oh wow, really? It's been that long since they've gotten a chapter out. No, that's what has he been doing? Is he got like health problems or like is he just doing something else or what? Do you know? But why can't you watch One Piece or Somaru? It's not a sentence I thought I'd say today. Ah, yeah, no, I get you. That was me. We had health issues. Okay. There seems to be a lot of problems. Well, it makes sense. You're sitting in a room all day, just writing constantly, like pushing. You're like, like not sleeping when you're supposed to try to meet deadlines. Like, I feel like, yeah, it takes a lot to draw that much in a short amount of time. I feel like that happens a lot with a lot of people that draw comics, which is why I'm glad I don't have a time constraint with anything I do. I would go insane. Yeah, One Piece is really good. Hunter x Hunter is really good. Yeah, Yu Hakusho was obviously was a huge favorite of mine growing up. I started rewatching it again. I'm in the middle of the Dark Brotherhood currently. I'm trying to think of anime I've watched. I know I've watched a lot, but like I try to think of specific ones, and my mind goes blank. I've seen most of JoJo's. I watched through Diamond is Unbreakable. I still haven't watched the one right after that, and the new one, obviously. I'm not a fan of anyone that likes to watch. I don't know how to answer that question, dude. I I don't know if I've met that many, but people are people. I'm a fan of anyone. Black Lagoon, I heard, is really good. I've been meaning to watch that. Yeah, sorry, I just completely spaced out there. I don't know if I've done that already tonight, but I space out sometimes and I forget. I forgot for a second. I'm talking to a group of people here. Yeah, Black Lagoon is really good. I remember watching a bridge series for it called Dark Swamp a while ago, made by No Whacking. Trying to think. I've watched a lot of stuff. Actually, I have my anime collection right here. What am I doing? I can look at it. I don't think about these things. I've seen a lot of Miyazaki films. Akira, Code Geass, obviously. Evangelion, Gurren Lagann, Ranma, Sailor Moon. I like Sailor Moon. Yeah. Uh, Steins Gate is really good. I love Steins Gate. And there's just a lot of individual ones like Gunbuster, and all that stuff. I do have Berserk, the original animated series. I what? Okay, I think you're in the wrong place, dude. Steins Gate is the shit. It really is. Doo-doo-doo! Yeah, yeah. I miss her voice too, but she's still doing good work with Sonic F. Has anyone here watched Sonic F? And honestly, I'm gonna miss Pokemon Bridge, but I understand why they had to stop. Oh yeah, Sonic F is another a bridge series. She voices like a police officer or something that talks to Rouge a lot. Oh really? Oh wow, that's cool. I never read Cyborg 009. Yeah, that's why I think it's important to always have a manuscript. What if you're planning something out? Don't just keep it up here. Write it down. I had that problem in my early 20s. I kept everything up here. It just makes it complicated. Yeah, that's cool though. That fans can get together and do something like that. Put something cool like that together. Yeah, I'll have to check that one out too. I have a lot of anime I still need to watch yet. I'm sure there's probably popular ones I haven't even watched yet. Oh yeah, it's the what is it called? Sonic R? I think it's what it's called. Yeah, I watched that. They actually got like not Jason Griffith. Well, they got Jason Griffith in it, but they also got a wow, I'm blinking on his name. That's sad. The from the Adventure series, that voice actor, Ryan Drummond. Yes, that's him. Yeah, they got him to voice Sonic again, and I'm a big fan of Ryan Drummond. I started with Sonic Heroes, so I miss his hearing his voice. It was nice to hear him in that audio drama. I haven't watched Reincarnated as a Slime yet. I've been wanting to see that. Sonic and Tails are. That's what it's called. Okay, yeah, really good, really good audio series. It was just really good to hear him again because me and my brother are a big fan of Sonic Heroes. We can quote it anytime. The rail! They're pulling out all the tricks. I don't know if anyone else here is a big Sonic fan, but I'm really into Sonic when it's good. You know, just hit or miss sometimes. Being a Sonic fan is hard. Yeah, which is great to finally have Ryan like like a really good Eggman and the original Sonic together because like they were never Sonic and Eggman together in any of the games because it was the other guy that played I can't remember his name, the original voice actor for Eggman for Adventure and Heroes. Yeah, he passed away right after that, and then they switched to all the Sonic X voice actors for Shadow the Hedgehog onward. Shadow the Hedgehog, that's a game. Maria. I've read some of them. I have not sat down and read all of them. I don't know the best way to access all of them, and I know that the writing gets kind of iffy. I've heard rumors about it. I really, yes, I also am not a fan of the new Star Wars films. Thank you. I feel like they could have been done so much better. Disney did not have a plan. I think that's why you brought it up, right? Because like the manuscript, you got to have a plan to go through the whole thing. Yeah, they obviously did not have a plan when they made that film. Like the first one was fine, right? Like it was obviously just a rehash of like 4, but like they had a lot of interesting ideas, and they could have like done anything else going forward, but they just got worse and worse as we went on. Yeah, thank you, Kathleen Kennedy. I think that's her name. But either way, Mandalorian was pretty good. I really enjoyed watching that. That was a breath of fresh air. So yeah, I don't know where the future of Star Wars is going to be. I hope the new Obi-Wan show is going to be good. Hello there. Yeah, I'm a big fan of Star Wars for a long time. My brother was too. I actually have a VHS player, and I have the original like Star Wars on VHS, which has been really nice. General Kenobi. Thank you. I was hoping someone would catch that. Okay. Yeah, I have the original Star Wars, and I'm really getting into like fan edits of like other Star Wars films. It's been really nice to see that. I like that the fans can sometimes create better stuff than the original people. Like kind of same with Sonic too. Like the fans are making better Sonic games than Sonic Team. So I don't know why they don't just like stop letting Sonic Team make games and just let these fans make them instead, because they're clearly doing a good job. Just give them a budget and a team, and you can get some great stuff out. Speaking of games, and since we're technically still, we'll talk about Inuyasha sort of. Yes, because fans have passion. Yeah, that you can tell when a product was made by someone that was a fan that has passion, and someone just making something for money. Sonic X Abridged. When it's funny you mention that, Legend. One of the first things I did before I made Sonic, no, not Sonic, before I made Inuyasha Abridgment, I did a one shot of Sonic X, and it was garbage. It was bad. It was so bad. But I kind of want to do a revamped script of it, of just like the first episode. I don't want to invest in a whole series. I already got a lot on my plate already. But yeah, maybe someday. I have some fun jokes for Sonic. Yeah, that's all. That's all I got to say about that. Approaching 2.5 hours. Wow, I've been talking for a while. Yeah, Redux one shot Redux would be a lot of fun. I would like to fix that because there's a lot of potential funny jokes in there. It's like it's Sonic. It could be really cheesy. We can do whatever we want with it. Maybe we could write it together. That'd be fun. We need to do some more writing together because that was fun. What we wrote for Kaide Countdown, like the whole like thing about the Bronx or whatever. Because I heard the Yankee game was playing. This was like the before times, before the Empire, the Roman Empire. Kirby, right back at you. Yeah, I remember that. I have a friend that can quote the entire opening song from memory. It's amazing. Yeah, good. Collaborations are fun, and it's always good to write with like-minded people, because sometimes I've written with friends that like have never written before, and they'll just say things, and like I used to just like even like so they would sometimes just write like a bad joke, but I would like be too afraid to like to say like no, that's not really good, let's move on to something else. I would just keep it. That was a lot of my problems with like the early episodes of Inuyasha Abridgment. There were jokes in there that just don't work, but I kept them in because like my friend said it. So I had I had to like eventually push myself to be like, okay, I can't keep everything everyone tells me in the script. It's hard to like be the boss, which I'm like I don't want this. It doesn't feel like a job, but like I don't want to be boss my friends around. It's hard when I write with people. Okay, I don't know what's going on there. I had a point, but I forgot what it was. But yeah, I'd be happy to collaborate with you. Like we're very like-minded people. We come up with some funny stuff. It's good. Like I think like episode 6, I really don't like the writing of Inuyasha Abridgment. I wrote with a friend of mine, and he just wrote some jokes that like just flew over everyone's heads. It is nostalgia. I'll tell you that right now, because even I am aware of like how like cringy they are, but my nostalgia lets me keep enjoying them. Who is this? Oh, I don't know. It could be a bot. Episode 11 with it's just Shomaru. Yeah, that one's a good one too. It's just like the whole beginning part where like they're just doing puns, and I like get upset and just scream at the top of my lungs. Yeah, open dialogue is important. It really is. And I have to eventually start writing some more again, because like I said, I've had like the scripts for the end of this season for a while, so now I have to start writing again. Like I'm fixing up the movie script, and then I've started writing the script for episode 1 of season 3, episode 28, which is going to be that A Fateful Night in Togenkyo episode with the tree or whatever. the sage fruit. It's gonna be fun. Yes, it is. Thank you, Brandon. Yeah, smash cuts. Like I said, Freakazoid was a huge influence of mine. I just love cutting to live action for no reason. Or just cutting to something else entirely for no reason. Like episode, I think it's 17 is like it's the one with the first one with Totosai, and like Kagome goes like, it's like, what? I wonder why Grandpa isn't here yet. I hope it's not his prostate. And like it wasn't a funny joke, so I put in that shot of that audience just applauding, going, quality Kagome joke, and that always makes me laugh. You got to be able to make fun of yourself sometimes. Anyone else watch Freakazoid growing up? Grandpa is a delight. And my brother playing Grandpa is phenomenal. Now no one will steal my wenches from me. Oh, why not? You just saw it and went, eh? Or I like, there's, like, my brother wanted to do a Bleach Abridged, but like he wrote like 4 episodes and he kind of got bored. Because it's just a lot of work. And it's a lot of Bleach. And especially now there's like a new season coming out or something. Or is it already out? I don't know. Black Clover Bridge would be interesting. Freaking me, freaking you, Freakazoid. Freakazoid's such a good show. Like as a kid, I didn't get it, but as an adult, I adore it. It's so funny, and I really wish they would come back. Paul Rugg is a fantastic writer. And voice actor. I want him to be able to do Freakazoid again. And just having in Cosgrove too is one of my favorite characters. Just this deadpan delivery. Hey, Freakazoid, you want to go with me to the Honey Harvest Festival? Do I? And then they like get distracted, and he goes like, "Oh yeah, the kids are kidnapped." Like they could have saved them earlier. Oh yeah, it's just like you could be married and eat meat. I didn't know that. I don't know. I kind of like the set of humor that he is now. Like it's like Freakazoid is pretty much just PG Deadpool. It's pretty much what he is. Boop, boop, boop. And I love that there's like an orchestra playing for the music for each scene. It's fantastic. I kind of just been wanting to rewatch it again. Such a good show. Oh yeah, the Enter the Shrine, make innuendos. That's episode 3. That was fun. Little uncomfortable for us, but it's a funny joke. If it was a little bit more comfortable, we'd probably been a lot more inappropriate. It would just make awful noises. We're just like, all right, let's record this and get it over with. Because we were in a college too. The first few episodes we recorded in our college, and people can hear us. So we kind of didn't want to do that. He's technically part of DC. Yeah, he is. So I guess he's the DC version of Deadpool. Freakazoid. Like that first episode when you see like that Hulk-like character and you think, oh, he's gonna be like Hulk, and he goes, I subscribe to the New Yorker. I lost it. I'm like, I love this show. I have even done like the transitions and like the Christmas special, like the part where like Inuyasha's face like comes in, hits the screen. That's a direct Freakazoid reference. And now, a scene transition. Yes, it's really good. Second episode is my favorite. It's a fantastic watch all the way through. I don't know where you can stream it on. I have version of it. Catch my drift. But I've been wanting to find like a DVD or Blu-ray to like so I can own it. There's only 2 seasons, unfortunately. Like I'm hopeful that they make another one because they brought back Animaniacs, and that was the same studio. So hopefully they'll bring that one back too. Although I don't know if as long as they let Paul Rugg write for it. I don't know. The new Animaniacs is all right. Like it's not as good as the original. Like I don't like it's the writing is decent, but it's not as good as it used to be. So, and that's also because like Paul Rudd's not writing on the new Animaniacs as well. Like he wrote a lot for the original show. So yeah, if they brought Freakazoid back, he's got to be involved, or else I'm not going to watch it. Oh, thank you. Yeah, I like my voice for Inuyasha. Like originally, I wasn't really doing a voice; it was just me talking. That I kind of developed into my voice, into the voice I do for it. Because I talk like this, and Inuyasha's more like, "Kagome, what are you talking about? This is the dumbest thing I ever heard. Go away!" You know, just a little bit more aggressive. You know, sorry, I've been playing with this a lot. I got to do something with my hands when I talk, and I start tapping or doing something. You probably noticed that the entire stream. But yeah, I thank you for that voice. I love Richard Ian Cox's voice. You know, get on, man. I didn't want to like imitate that because I felt like it'd be more insulting rather than being a homage. You know, because I feel like mine's more. When I try to do his impression, it's more nasally sounding. But I might do a voice like it for something down the road. Not sure yet. Yeah, I'm always curious to see if like wonder if like anyone from the original voice cast has seen my show. I'd be very overwhelmed. They saw like if Richard Ian Cox saw like Inuyasha Bridgman, I don't know what he would think. I think it'd be interesting. Yeah, I think it'd be cool, but I'd be freaking out. Let's see. Have you seen Grim Adventures of Billy and Mandy? 100%, dude. Yeah, definitely have. That was one of the shows I watched growing up. Destroy us all! Destroy us all! Thank you. Or to the voice, yeah. I don't know what it is. It just happens. It mostly used to be. It was stress from work. I would put it into Inuyasha because like Inuyasha's so aggressive towards like Kagome and everything. Like I would just bring kind of this kind of like my therapy, kind of like doing these voices for the character. So yeah, I don't know what aura it is, but yeah, I'm glad you enjoy it. Hopefully, it's better than Sean Schemmel with DBZ. Yeah, yeah, that's a little upsetting. Like we're just making fun stuff on the internet. Like we're not trying to make money or anything. We're just trying to have fun, but they get so upset about it for whatever reason. Like, you know, we're here to entertain. Like let's not get, you know, aggressive over something like this. Yeah, I've actually never seen Dan Green react to Yu-Gi-Oh! Bridge. How is he with that? Does he like it? I'm assuming with your comment that means he's more positive with the Bridge series. Dan Green. Egos, yeah. A lot of egos with people. Like all the stuff going on with like that went on with like Vic Mignogna getting kicked out of Funimation and all that stuff. That was chaos. That was just unnecessary. Yeah. Okay. Thank you. I'm flattered. Thank you. I'm not used to such praise. Okay. He stays in this. He's quoted at cons. Okay, that's cool. Right. Yeah, I don't want him to condemn it as evil. Like it's just we're just making stuff on the internet. Like that's why like YouTube is just becoming so bad because it's becoming more corporate now, and like you have to like everyone's out for the money, and it's just I don't know. I have a hard time like enjoying YouTube like you used to, like just going on and finding just random silly stuff. It's same with any platform. Eventually, it becomes corrupt and not as good. Like TikTok is terrible now. Like I can barely stand being on there. Yes, I agree with you, Shishomaru. That what happened to Vic Mignogna was bullshit. Fucking what's her name? That voices Bulma didn't need to do that. It's just a shame because he did such a great job as Broly. I had that movie. Like I haven't sat down and watched a lot of Dragon Ball. I have read it more. Like I enjoy Dragon Ball Z as a series entirely, but like I even sat down and watched the movies. My friend Soy Boy actually invited me to watch the Broly movie. I'm like, okay, all right, I'll watch it. And I was just blown away by how amazing it looked. The art is fantastic. The voice acting, the story, oh, so good. I was like, yeah, Dragon Ball Z, let's go, you know. But yeah, then I heard what happened to him, and I was just like, oh, that's such a shame. He's such a good Broly. disclaimer kind of works. I have to do a lot of I'll get hit with like some kind of, not like a strike to the channel, but I'll get hit with like a copyright thing, and I'll have to like react to the claim saying, "Hey, this is a fair use parody, non-profit parody," and like usually they leave me alone right after that. It's just a bot reacting to it. They're like, no one, the company itself is not out to get me. Yeah, Broly in theaters was amazing. I have the metal casing. Pardon me. I have the metal casing. Blu-ray right here. It's fantastic. I have to watch it again. It's such a good film. Yeah, right. Yeah, like having the thing in your disclaimer, it's just like, hey, we're doing this for fun. Check out the actual show because like it inspired us to make this. You know, like go watch the original material. Yeah, the music was good. Oh, I can't remember what the score was. The score in here was really good. Like Broly's like actual theme was like, yeah. Now you get me all hyped. Now I want to sit and watch this now. That might be what I do this evening. All right, Legend. Thanks for all your questions and your input. Everyone say goodbye to Legend. Bye. So I'm moving on to the final act. Okay, so you haven't caught up with final act yet. Do you know what happens? Have you read the manga yet, or are you just watching the anime? Brandon, that was to you. I need to start like saying the names of the people whose questions I'm reacting to. And that makes sense. Now, yeah, I won't spoil anything for the anime then. The manga is pretty good. If you weren't here before, the manga is a little bit more almost. There's some more violence in it. Like some of the violence was censored in the anime version, and there's less sit boy, in it, which I heard they added a lot more for the anime. And I've been cutting out a lot in my version too because it's unnecessary. It's just a gag they reuse over and over again. I generally know about the future. Oh, you know about? Okay, you kind of know what the ending is. All right. Well, I still won't spoil it for you. I hope you enjoy it. Like, where are you right now? Did you say episode 140, or is that somebody else? Yeah, she's just really abusive. It's like someone asked me if they should get together early, and I kind of said yes, but I'm like, I don't know. Like the more I think about it, the more I'm like, I don't know. Maybe she doesn't need to be with him. She kind of just shows up, and he was already like in love with somebody, and she kind of just like took her place. Yeah, it did move faster. It got to the point. There was less filler in it. J Storm. You can't let that happen. You gotta see how you get. I'm a person like if I get spoiled on what happens, I won't stop me. I want to still see the journey to get to the ending. Oh yeah, okay, yeah, I remember that one. Like he thinks Kagome, he's got to meet with someone. That Kagome is one of his ancestors or whatever, and then she's like, "Oh no, is that me?" Yeah, I remember that. The Hojo thing is going to be very interesting for Kaide Countdown. I have plans for Hojo. Because, like, I originally wasn't going to do anything with Hojo. Because, like, he's just kind of there in the anime. But then, like I said, I let Dominic write the episode 20. He's like, oh, don't use Hojo? That means I'm going to use Hojo. And he put it in there with that, like, Sabrina the Teenage Witch, like, opening. He's like, hi, I'm Takumi Hojo. I'm just a normal ass high school student. Just like, dang, it's funny. I have to keep it. Who do you think was better for Inuyasha, Kagome or Kikyo? Asking the real hard questions now, huh? I know Kagome definitely got him to warm up over the course of the series, but I think he was more in love with Kikyo, and I think the Kikyo that we get back is less of who she was because she's that she's recreated from dirt and Kagome's soul gets put in her or whatever. She's more like, I don't know, distant. I feel like if Inuyasha spent more time with Kikyo before she got killed by Naraku early on, I think she definitely would have been a lot better for him. And also, clearly, like Kagome is just a fill-in for the void that Kikyo left. I don't know. I guess I'm more Team Kikyo. Yeah, go Team Kikyo. I still can't believe I can do that voice. Yeah, when I did the voice for Kikyo, I'm like, I'm gonna do the very like Yu-Gi-Oh bridge, like guy doing a girl voice. Like it was very rough in the beginning, but like I've gotten better at it. Yeah, the filler is very, very. It's a lot. It's like I don't care. Let's move on. Yeah, sometimes filler is just way too much. Okay. Also, going back a bit, don't sleep on your in real life a bit because the whole thing where the gang gets robbed, so you have to make the sound effects. Yes, thank you. Yes, I want to do more live action stuff. I wanted to do a whole bit where like we hunt the guy down for taking our sound effects, but I never got around to it. Yeah, I want to do more live action stuff. That's kind of what I did with last episode 26. I had my roommate just being tormented by me, like showing him the episode or whatever. I love it. I want I want Inuyasha to ditch them both and get with Congo. You mean Koga? You probably meant Koga. Hey, I don't know if that's where I'm going, but stay tuned. We'll find out. The voice. Yes, the Kikyo voice. Yay! Now they can be together forever. Wait. So you shot me with an arrow? Yeah. Pinned me to a tree? Uh-huh. With a magical power suppressing arrow? That's right. So we could be together. Yeah, pretty much. You stupid! Blech. I kind of just did that. All right. You're welcome. Like, I didn't appreciate it as much when I was like 12, 13, 14, but now as an adult, it's hilarious. Yes, see, like some humor, you just, as a kid, like it doesn't translate well, but like as an adult, you're like, yes. I'm just, yeah, my face is pretty soft. Yeah, if you guys want me to do a voice, like do one of my impressions while I'm on here, I'm welcome to do it. Like I said, I only do, I can only, obviously, I can just do my characters and maybe Shishomer. Oh God, what have I done? This was a bad idea. Doot. Yeah, I love that I did. My face is pretty soft. That was a Marshmallow People reference. Netflix, leave me alone. I don't care. I think Naraku is a fun character. Yeah, if I definitely didn't get Owen, I definitely would have voiced him. He's very fun to write for. It's like, what should we do with the girl? I don't know. Tell her she's pretty. No, tell her she's pretty. Here, practice on me. You're pretty? Thanks. Are there characters from other shows you like doing impressions on? Well, there's like obvious impressions, like cartoons. Are you just talking about just a bridge series or just in general? Because I try doing impressions once in a while. Like for example, like He-Man was a cartoon. I didn't watch it growing up, but I'm really into Skeletor. He-Man, Castle Grayskull will be mine. And that'll be a voice I'll use for something else. Oh, the Inuyasha voice. Oh, that is a deep cut. Very good. Episode 14. It's like, no, I'm Shashomaru. But I thought that was it. I thought that was your brother's name, Inuyasha. Damn it, Kagome. Cartoons. I have impressions, but like I feel like I'm very good at like saying the one line for them and then not being able to have like an actual like dialogue. Like for example, I'll do like like Scoob, let's go get some Scooby snacks. But I can't really like have like a dialogue with that. Like I can't keep in the voice. I fall out of it really easy. And she doesn't like the Apu voice. Yeah, well, we're stuck with it now, and I like it. So, yeah, Apu voice for Jockin is interesting. I mean, I didn't know what to do with him. I just didn't want it to be the same one. Oh yeah, it's a fun. I love it. It's Apu voice for him is, I don't know, it just worked. I don't even know who came up with the idea. It may have been my friend that voices him that said like I can do this voice. I'm like, perfect. We'll use that. because it's like Lord Shishomaru or whatever voice he does for that. I'm trying to think what other impressions I can do. I know I can do a bunch of impressions, but like when someone sits and asks me, "Hey, what impression can you do?" My brain I just go blank. I'm like, I need to keep a list or something and be like, "Oh yeah, I can do that." Like, I like voicing. I like doing a. Oh wow, I'm blanking on his name. That's sad. You ever have that happen where you just try to think of a name and you said, but yeah, Kuwabara, that's the name. Yeah, I remember the name Kuwabara from Yu Hakusho, but Yu Hakusho Bridge has this great line that I've been quoting nonstop. It's like, "What are you guys doing in my room? I'm trying to watch RoboCop." I love that joke. He adds in RoboCop, but it's like onto the TV. Makes me laugh. Man, Yu Hakusho Bridge needs to come back. It was such a good show. Like, yeah, all these guys that I know got together to make DBZ a bridge, but like they started something and they never finished it, and I don't know what the other ones did. I think Kaiser did Lupin the Third abridged. I wish they would go back and now with the skills they have to complete what they've started. I hate it when people don't finish what they started, whether it's intentional or not. Because I don't like to invest in something if I know there's no ending. Yeah, other voices I can do. I was doing a Christopher Walken impression earlier. There's a character I'll use it for later, but now it's just an impression. Has anyone ever finished an abridged series? That's a dang good question. Well, technically, I guess Dragon Ball Z abridged is done, even though they never finished it. If they would have just kept out that "See You in Season 4" part, like I would have been more. It just bothers me that's in it, but like I get it. You're burnt out. Like when you work on something for a long time, you kind of just go. Yeah, Little Kribo is trying to finish Yu-Gi-Oh! Abridged, but he takes a while. He gets out one episode a year now. Not even. I think it's maybe like once every 2 years. Yeah, it's slowed down a bit. He's got health issues, I think. He's on that filler arc before the last season. He just released an episode, that weird tournament arc that I kind of forgot about. I'm like, oh no, we should just go to them going to Egypt. Oh, he finished that one already? I must have been just missing it. Okay, I have to go. Now I have something else to do. You guys are giving me things to watch after I'm done here. Tournament arc is okay. I just remember quoting the show a lot growing up. Oh, the Orichalcos one. Yeah, that's the one that's done. I'm talking about the next. Yeah, the filler tourney. That's where he's at. I thought I got excited for a second. I thought he finished it real quick somehow. I'm like, oh, that whole season is filler. It really is. Hey, you gay Mao Tao. How do you guys feel about him changing my Valentine's voice in that season? Because I kind of miss the old voice. My breath sense danger. I love that show. Are you Spider-Man? No, I'm Spider-Man. Hooray, I'm friends with Spider-Man. Yeah. It's like I really like that episode where like Tristan's voice is normal for like one episode. It's like, guys, what are you talking about? That voice sounds all wrong. Now she's a certified badass. She is. Even though she's never won a duel. Rest in peace, Tristan's voice. I will now use resurrection to resurrect Tristan's old voice. Oh no, I liked my new voice. It made me sound cool. Man, I have to rewatch that too. It's been a long time since I've sat and watched all of Yu-Gi-Oh! Abridged. There's a lot of it now. He's got so much content. I'm Marek Ishtar. Do what you will, Banky boy. My voice gives me super strength. Holy shit, it actually does. Oh yeah, yeah, sorry about that. it just looked wrong when I like the animation, and I was just like, I have to use this. And I kind of just did it. Even though if you look closely, he's clearly not, his hands like on his back and not in front of him, whatever. Oh yeah, the season 0 stuff. I wanted to do more of that too. Here we are at Burger World. Here we are at hostage situation. Yes, it aged like fine wine. It's like, oh gosh, what are you doing? Why are you watching? Oh, I didn't even read that. You just wrote it for me. Thank you. Okay, how when you say you as a kid, like how old were you when you like watched it originally? In comparison to how old are you now? Because like when I started the abridged series, I was 1 second. I have to think. I was, let's see, 09, it would have been 18, 010. It would have been 19 going on 20 when I started, and now I'm 31. Oh, so yeah, like you said, you started from the originally. Okay. All the air in the world turned into wood. That's another Freakazoid reference. 4th gen iPod Touch. I'm sad I don't have my iPod anymore. When I moved up here, it got robbed out of my car. I was so mad. I'd had all my old songs on it. I had a bunch of songs on there. I don't have my computer anymore. And I don't know. I left it in my car for like maybe 5 minutes. And like I think these bunch of kids just broke in and took a bunch of my stuff. It sucks. You're 25? Okay. And you were 13 and 14 when you started. Wow. Wow. Do you ever get in trouble for watching my stuff or anything? Or like, they're like, what are you watching? You're like, oh, nothing. Because like my parents are very strict, and like some of the stuff in like Yu-Gi-Oh! Bridge could have gotten me in trouble. And I had to wear headphones a lot. I watched my first one when I discovered YouTube, honestly. Yeah. Super shelter with electronics and the internet. Hey, me too. And then my parents, I didn't really get my internet, my own like computer with internet until like, what would it have been? It would have been probably like a 2009, 2010, somewhere around there. And then I had access to the internet, and I'm like, oh my gosh, there's so much on here. Oh yeah, the iPod being stopped. Yeah, that really sucks. And like, I want to get this the same one because I have this iPod dock thing that I can like plug in that old iPod into that just sits here now. But like finding this old iPod is really expensive because scalpers have made it impossible to buy it. Yeah. Dead by Daylight. I think when I used to do my Let's Play channel, I think we played and had an episode of that. That's a good game. That's the one where like you get turned into you get bit by a zombie right away and you slowly get infected, right? Is that the one I'm thinking of? Oh yeah. Oh man, this stuff's leaving my time. That's some good shit. And I guess Kagome smokes weed. My version. Okay, it's not that one. Okay, then I am thinking of a different game. I'll have to figure out what that is later. I don't really know what's going on. I think I do. Yeah. I suppose there's a lot of some of my jokes that as a kid you're like, what? Now you're like, I get you. It's like when Shishomaru pointed out that like he didn't get my eggs joke right away, but then you like watched it and like understood the context. Like you're like, oh, I get you. Yeah, it's a solid joke. My friend came up with it. I'm like, that's really, really funny. You know what they say, eggs. Play as a killer survivor. It's like, yeah, any kind of movie. As a kid, like you didn't catch a lot of these jokes, and then as an adult, you're like, oh, eggs. Yeah, I actually did just rewatch Shrek. Weirdly enough, for some reason, because I haven't watched it in like since I was a kid. So I'm like, I'll watch Shrek again. I'm aware of how it plays out, but I'll watch it again. I caught a lot more. I'm like, oh, nice. Yeah, I watched the first and second one. The third one's not on Netflix, and actually, I think the fourth one just came out on Netflix. I never saw that one. I'll have to watch it. The third one I wasn't a huge fan of. They don't even have dental. Are they real? Blink that damn overdone comedy gag. And then that joke plays out again when Roku shows up. He's like, "Oh my god, they're real." Yeah, Roku showing up was an interesting character. It was fun to write. Are you having a good Wednesday? Do you know the Muffin Man? The Muffin Man? The Muffin Man. The one who lives on Drury Lane? Well, she's married to the Muffin Man. The Muffin Man? The Muffin Man! Yeah, fantastic scene. That's what I want to know! Yeah. Now they know. And like, yeah, going back to like jokes that didn't like translate well, like the soda being possessed by a demon thing early on. Another joke, another thing, like in that episode 10 with Moroku, is that like Kagome's voice gets lower. I was trying to establish that, like, how do I word this? That like her voice got higher over the series. That like maybe like when she's being serious, like her voice gets a little bit lower, like how it used to be, but like it didn't translate well, so I just haven't gone back to that. G.I. Joe. Thank you. I quote my own jokes too. Like when Kaede shows up in episode 9, guess what? What? I found a horse. Sup? Like, I remember writing episode 9 and being really excited because I wrote it by myself. It was the first time I wrote something just by myself without like friends around. I think I had a little bit of help with Dave, like as in for some ideas, but like I wrote it for the most part by myself. And like I remember writing that, going to bed before I wrote that final like dialogue for Inuyasha. And I remember laying in bed and that idea of what to say popped in my head. I remember getting up and being like, oh, I gotta write this down. The whole like having you around is like having two Kagomes around. You understand my dilemma? Like going through that whole thing. I really liked writing that. Ghost Stories is a fantastic dub. Really funny. I don't know if you guys are aware of a app called not Ghost Stories. I'm reading it right there. An app called Retro Crush. It's a app free with ads where you can watch a bunch of old retro like anime and stuff, and like the Ghost Stories dub is on there. Yeah, if you notice, a lot of animals are talking in this series, like birds and horses. I'm glad you caught on. I just like talking animals. I think it's funny. I'm like, oh, I'm out of here. Did that horse just talk? Or the birds eating birdseed? Oh, yeah, that's the stuff. Yeah, and the cat. Yeah, the cat talking to. So obviously, this universe, animals just talk. I just like that bit. It's really funny. Man. I have to watch Broly later. We're going to get back into more watching anime. Watching more anime kick. That's the word I wanted to say. Yeah, I watched some Satoshi Kon movies last night. Never you guys watched Millennium Actress or Perfect Blue? Anyone? Millennium Actress or Perfect Blue. Has anyone watched that? If you haven't, I highly recommend it. They're really good films. Very, very, very artsy. It's a shame because like the guy made some really good movies, but like he passed away. He only made like maybe 5. He made like maybe 4 or 5 films and like a TV series. He made Paranoia Agent. Really good movies. And watch that. So now I'm gonna be probably watching this tonight, and just during the The part where they like fuse together, like sing that like weird song that happens in that. Oh, how does it go? They're like chanting or whatever. What are they chanting in that part? No, I can't remember. You've heard of Perfect Blue. Okay. Yeah. Very good movie. Oh yeah, episode 9 was fun to write. I wrote that one by myself. The Christmas episode, I think, is the only other one I wrote specifically by myself. And I have to just be really inspired in order to like come up, like start writing without somebody here. Oh no, the bees! Carpal tunnel! Yeah, poor Moroku. He just wants the help, but then the bees show up and he can't do anything. Am I really at the point where I can't tell pain from pleasure? That's one of my favorite lines when he like sucks up the mantis demon. That's another one of my favorite bits. Like it starts off with a soap opera. Like, wait, how do we get here? It's like, Moroku, there's something I must tell you. I'm what? I'm pregnant near the father? No, I'm a horrible flesh-eating mantis demon. Oh, thank God. I mean, oh no. I love that episode. I really like episodes that are focused on Moroku. Like, he's really fun. I really need to focus on some episodes with Sango because I feel like I haven't developed a character that much. This man really can't catch a break. He has this really powerful ability and he just can't use it in a plot related scenario. Anywhere else, he's like, I got you. I'll take care of this. And everyone else, he's like, I'm just going to sit here and throw some paper and spin my bitch staff around. This man can't catch a break. Yes. Thank you. It's like, is that medicine? No, it's orange soda. He's like, so delicious. Bitch, heal me. Like, just really sadistic. Like early signs of like her not having a soul. Oh yeah, I wish for 1,000 puppies. Undead puppies. Oh yeah, and then I made a reference to that Onigi team for not team 4, sorry, Final Fantasy 7 pointy bits video. I don't mean to sound cynical, but this thing is gonna kill us. Nah, he just looks big. We'll show him. Well, after the Christmas episode, I'm trying to think which episode after that was. I'll have to catch up. I have been posting. I posted like a couple episodes since then. Episode 25 and 26 have come out since then. Those are really good. 26 is a really good episode. Oh yeah, binged it. Okay. Trust. All right. Oh well. Yee. Yeah, 24 was not 24. Sorry, 25 was a rough time. I don't know if any of you watched my update videos, but like when I started working on that, and then my external drive crashed, and with my project on it, and I lost the whole thing, so I had to start from scratch. And when I got the drive back, I was able to like start on the project again, but then the project just crashed indefinitely. Like it wouldn't open or anything. So I did have to start over. And that's kind of how I met Legend. He offered to do lip syncing. I just gave him like non-lip synced scenes and he just quickly got them to me. And he like really saved my bacon on that. Or else it would have been another year before I got that out. Oh yeah, I can't wait to get this sword. It's a time saver. Like, think how many episodes we can skip with this. Really, like, because like most of the problems is just, there's a barrier, we can't get in, whatever. But like with that, they're just like, nope. Yeah, yeah, I like that he gets his item before we get to see his item before he actually gets it. Because like, yeah, when I did the Christmas episode, I had to do 2 different. There's only 2 episodes that had like snow in it or related to like winter, and one of them was a future episode. So I am like, oh, great, there's a red-tailed tiger. Wait, continuity doesn't apply here, so I'm just going to make it happen. It's a good bit. I like that, like, they draw attention to, like, the different animation too, like the older and the newer episode. And like Sango's like, I have no idea what you're talking about. Yeah, that Christmas episode was solid. Yeah, Kagome like going completely psycho. I was giving Lindsay something fun to do. I was just like, all right. You're like, wait, that means I don't have to be stupid. Finally, I don't have to be as idiotic as the creator depicts me to be. Oh, what sweet joy this is, or whatever she says. I don't have that one completely memorized yet. And then that was fun to make her act that nuts. And they're like, no, that's not how it works. She's like, oh, just gave up. She could have kept going, and they would have been screwed. But all right, we've been going about 3 minutes. No, 3 minutes. Sorry, 3 hours and 11 minutes. Oh boy, a puppy. Yeah, the very early episode, very first. I'm gonna name him Snuffles. And like I like that I flipped the script around instead of Inuyasha not getting Kagome's name right for the first 3 episodes. I had it that Kagome couldn't get Inuyasha's name right for the first 3 episodes. I like to flip that around. Yeah, me too. Yeah. Like calling him Snuffles, and now like it's a nickname, and she like brings it up, and like now like Koga laughs at him. He thought it was his real name at first. Snuffles, that's his name. Yeah, I can't really do the Koga voice. That's my friend who does it better than me. Wait, that's my name. You call me Inuyasha. Yep. Now I'm gonna be your main love interest for the rest of the series. What? That's a really good bit. I probably if I do like the combining of the first 3 episodes together, I'm gonna keep that joke in there. That's a really good joke. I'll get you, my pretty, and your little dog too. Enough of the Wizard of Oz references. I'll tell you when you're older, which makes a furry. That's episode 8. Sorry, there's two jokes where it says like I'll tell you when. There's a couple of them that says I'll tell you when you're older. The first one was episode 3, where Kaede goes, "What's a hentai?" He's like, "I'll tell you when you're older." And then episode 8 has the furry like, "What's a furry?" I'll tell you when you're older. And then the final one is Inuyasha. Kikyo is bleeding. She's like, "Why am I bleeding from places I shouldn't be?" And Inuyasha's like, "What? I'll tell you when you're older." Like 3 comedy works in 3s. Yeah, to the middle-aged women. I don't know. She could be reserved. Who knows? Or she just doesn't know what that particular thing is. It's the first time Inuyasha goes to the modern age. Oh, yeah, that's right. That's the same episode. I'll tell you when you're... Yeah, you're right. Never mind. Yeah, for some reason I'm thinking of episode 8 with the nameless bitch they saved. That's the name I gave her, nameless bitch, because that's what Inuyasha calls her. Yeah, because she calls him a furry. I was getting confused. Where did Sesshomaru get the box Saiga from his father? I don't remember. Has that happened yet in my series, or is that something down the line in the anime? I don't remember where he gets that. Because I know he has the 10 Sega. Oh, yeah, he gets it near the end. He realizes he doesn't need his dad's sword, and he just grows his arm out and gets another one. I always keep forgetting Sesshomaru only has like one arm through most of the series. I got it from my arm. Yes, he does have Piccolo powers. He could have done it this whole time. I just wanted a handicap. I just wanted to make it fair for the rest of you. That sounds like something I would write. Don't be surprised if it shows up in an episode. Well, yeah, I'll rewatch it. I don't really remember entirely. Yes, scares or arouses them. Okay. Well, I don't know. Well, all right. Like I said, I don't know. I don't know which one it is, but I'll have to rewatch and find out. I thought he just decides to not go after the sword anymore, and then he gets power from his own strength or something, and he gets his arm, and the arm comes out with the sword. That's what I remember. Like I said, I only watched the series all the way through once, and I've just been going back to look ahead and stuff for the series. I'll have to I think I need to rewatch the whole thing again. I'm very familiar with the first 2 seasons, but everything after that is kind of a blur. So we've been here for a while. Anyone got any other remaining questions for me about the show or about the characters, about an episode, favorite episode? So I might be cutting this stream short soon. So I gotta make dinner, eat, be a human being. I forgot I have Discord open. Oh, there's okay. Legend sent the Berserker Bridge thing to me. Fantastic. When did I first watch Inuyasha? I really got into anime 2008. I had this really negative connotation about what anime was growing up because I was sheltered. I was just like, oh, anime is for emo kids, and I don't know why I thought that, but my friend Dom actually is the one that got me into anime. So honestly, you can thank Dominic, the voice of Shoshomaru, for getting me into anime and getting me into making this for you guys. It's really down to him. He really saved me. But I got into anime. I watched Fooly Cooly as my first anime, a ridiculous show, and I'm like, I love this. I want more of it, and I binged a bunch of shows like Death Note, and then Inuyasha. I watched a lot of I think I watched the first season, and then somebody told me that it didn't have an ending. At the time, it didn't. The final cut, not the final cut. The final act didn't come out until 2009. So once that came out, I finally watched it all. But yeah, around 2008. Mothman thing. Yeah, Mothman. There's no need to feel down. I said Mothman. I actually did want to use that song for the ending credits. Honestly, I don't know. I didn't have a way to rip the song at the time. I couldn't find a good YouTube audio ripper thing. Yeah, Berserker Bridge. Tessaiga or Tenseiga? You can only possess one. Which do you choose and why? That is a very good philosophical question. I don't think I'll be needing to kill 1,000 demons in one sweep anytime soon. So I think probably, for who I am as a person, I think Tenseiga would probably be more my thing to bring someone back to life. Yeah, I would love if they got to the final chapter of that final story of Ranma. They missed a lot of story stuff. They missed one of my favorite chapters, which was when Ranma looks into that cursed mirror and his girl personality came out, and they were in the same area at the same time. That was one of my favorite stories. And obviously the last arc was really cool. I really hope they would do something with that. Tenseiga is super slept on. It's really powerful. It's just in the wrong hands right now. Bucksaiga or Songa? Which one do you choose and why? Oh, that's another good one. Songa is the one from the third movie, correct? If I remember correctly. Yeah, and Bucksaiga is the hands one. And I'm trying to remember what that sword does. I remember the Songu one was something about raising the army of the dead or something. And what does Bucksaiga do again? What is it able to do? It just shoots a lightning or something? Or am I thinking of something else? I probably am. I get all my stuff crossed. Yes. I love because like Kagome's soul is gone, so she's kind of corrupt. So like she's really into like Demon Inuyasha, who's got like no morals, who's just ripping people apart. Like just the joke where Shippo goes, "Oh, he's cut all over. Yeah, isn't it hot?" What? it's really funny to me. I just like I think it's great. And like she even reveals it when she accidentally roofies herself, which is another funny joke. She's like, which is like she's doing something terrible, but she ends up doing it to herself. It's like, come up and she can't. Is that true? Rumiko canceled Rama One Half because she didn't like the anime, which I kind of get because the animation quality dropped off immensely after Kitty Films stopped working on it. Like the first couple of seasons are really good, really beautiful, but then like the quality drops off on every other episode. I'm so powerful to make buildings explode. Haha, this is going straight onto eBay. Which now it doesn't really make sense as a line. Like, how does Inuyasha know what eBay is? And I mean, why does he know any references? But like, why? Like, how would he have access to eBay? I don't know. I just don't like that line. I like the I make buildings explode line. That's still funny. We're going to. There we go. Okay. Move on. I think it's how he breaks the fourth wall. Yeah, me too. Yeah. 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 Yeah, you're right about the eBay thing. Now if you said Craigslist, there you go. That's good. Sorry, I spaced out again. It happens. It's hard to like consistently keep talking. And like I need moments where I just need to like charge, I went back. I looked at my note card about the joke about jewel shards snorted like coke. That's gonna be really funny. I don't know what I'm gonna use that for, but somehow. Yeah, I this is the first time I've ever streamed before. I've never attempted to do this. So I saw it and I'm like, I'll give it a shot and see if anyone shows up. I was just gonna do a test, but more people showed up. I'm like, all right, I'll stick around. I should probably put more of a notice so then people can tune in instead of just being like, oh, it's on right now. I'll probably try to get that OBS thing and try to so I can we can stream the episodes, we can watch it, I can comment on it, I'll talk along with some of my favorite quotes. You're welcome, and I'm sorry. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing. My humor's pretty weird. You know what they say, eggs. The following episode is brought to you by Flashback Ovision. What did I just say? Well, thank you. You're welcome. I'm glad I could help. Hey, one of my voice actors was living in Texas for a while. So I'm not sure yet. I don't want to get into that one right now. I have plans for the Beta 7. But when we get there, we'll get there. I'm not planning to reveal what I'm doing with that yet. But I like the characters. I'm gonna do something with them. Flash player. In the feudal era. I mean, Kagome can bring things to feudal Japan. I know, right? Flash is gone now. Makes it hard to watch old cartoons or play old Flash games. Are any of you guys aware of homestarrunner.com? It's a little bit of an older thing. But anyways, they had this game in one of their libraries that like was not completed for a long time. Like they were gonna do like 10 chapters for this game, and right before Flash was gonna get taken down, they finally made the final chapter for this game, and I was really excited. A gaming rig to feudal Japan. She would. I don't know if Kagome is a gamer or not. I don't know what her hobbies were before she was brought to feudal Japan. I don't even think the anime even goes into detail of what her hobbies are, other than like cooking. Because I know she cooks for her family, and she does like cooking for like a later season for like a festival or something. Ooh, 4 energy drinks. Be careful. I once drank like 2 cherry rock stars in a row, and I thought like my heart was gonna explode on my chest. It was bad. Yeah, thank you. I try. Sometimes some anime, like the characters, my personality. I'm like, I gotta do something with it. Soda. Yeah, you're right. Soda is a gamer. There's an episode where like he's gaming on the computer. The game over, yeah. That's what I used for an audio sound for that bit. Thank you for reminding me. Yeah. Soda totally is a gamer. I'm surprised I haven't like brought up in his personality more. Something I haven't thought about. But yeah, again, Soda doesn't really. You know, it'd be funny if like I took that same scene of like Soda playing a game, but like replaced the screen with like an actual Inuyasha game. Really meta there. Like, whoa. I want to do something with the Inuyasha game, like the fighting game, because I like the idea of like 2 characters are getting into a fight like in the anime, and right before they fight, it cuts to the game instead. I think that'd be a really funny idea. Playing the Inuyasha DS game. That's one I haven't played yet. I played Inuyasha and the Cursed Mask and the Feudal Combat was the one I played. MLG 360 no scope. Oh man, old school Halo. That's what it reminds me of. Those early days of gaming and first person shooters. The Adult Swim website game is the only Inuyasha game I play. I didn't even know there was one on there. This is going right into my phase application. I don't know what phase is. I mean, it might be a new thing I'm not aware of. Oh, sorry, I had to clean something off the screen. Phase Clan. Okay. Very old? Okay. I must have missed that one. Yeah, I played a lot of Halo 3 in my later years of my high school career. My multiplayer with friends online was very fun. It's not a phase, Mom. Call of Duty. That's probably what it was from. Yeah, that sounds right. I played only a little bit of Call of Duty. My brother played it more than I did. I watched him play Call of Duty Zombies, Nazi Zombies or whatever it was. I think, yeah, because like the very first episode of Inuyasha, like David quotes something from Call of Duty as Grandpa in the end credits. He goes, "This is step 1." That's what he says. Man, I forgot about that one. But yeah, like having like this many episodes to watch is weird because then it's weird like I'm able to marathon something that I've created. It's very, very strange. All right. Well, it is approaching 3 hours and 30 minutes. I've been talking for a while, and I'm kind of need to go eat real quick. So I want to thank you guys all for popping on here and talking to me. It's been fantastic. This has been a really good interaction. I think I really needed this today. I always watch your stuff. Thank you. I'll try to do more streaming stuff in the future, so you guys have some more things to watch instead of waiting like 6 months for a new episode. So yeah, thanks guys for watching. I'll probably keep this stream up, and yeah, I'll talk to you later. I'm not good at ending things. Remember, eggs. Bye. I'll just read a little bit before I pop off. Yeah, rewatch it. It's great. I will probably do a marathon at some point. All right. See you guys later. Bye.